join, but I think I'm gonna. How do I drag people? Does anybody know how I drag somebody like into a channel?
I don't know if you can do that for stage.
I know I'm pretty sure I have the palms too, so I should just be able to. Um, I'm gonna go Google it real quick.
Dude, how do I fucking use the volume?
I have no idea.
Is it edit stage? No.
Okay, is this how I do it? Oh, but in here. Yeah, Tony, why you added
Is
me,
it?
bro? Okay, Tony, can I wait? I think I figured out how to drag people, but everybody's in here now, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I figured it out, but I googled it. See, I have intelligence. I'm a man with intelligence. I can't remember the rest of it. Holy shit. So anyway, who wants to go first? Wait, am I? Has OBS working? OBS,
I'm
mic.
trying to turn up my volume.
I can hear you perfectly well. Can you hear me?
I can't hear you really well though.
Okay, click on me in Discord, like, is it left click? I think it's left
I'm on
click.
my phone.
Oh yeah, so click on my click on like my profile while I'm in the VC, and then you should be able to like scroll down, and there'll be like a little bar, and you can drag the
Yeah, but I'm trying
chat.
to turn on speakerphone. That's the thing. Because
Oh,
when I'm in the other VC, I turn it on speaker.
up in the top corner, there should be like a little ding, and you can just click that, and it'll go to speaker. You know what? We should have the presidential debate while fighting in the fight pit.
Oh, we have a whole theater that we can use.
Oh, I guess. But wouldn't it be more funny if it was Mortal Kombat?
No, because that's not what debate is. It's quite literally the opposite of debate.
Bleh. Boring.
Bring me to speaker.
Who
Do
would
we
bring
want
you to
planes?
speaker?
Or should we have Zorangio mediate?
No, planes can be quiet. I think we should have Tony mediate. Actually, wait, no.
I don't know
Uh,
about
we
planes.
we should have Battery mediate because they're completely non-biased at all.
Hold
We
on.
should we should get the new person here and make them mediate.
Okay, I'm in.
Planes. I feel like planes would be a little bit biased. I feel like we should get somebody who has no political affiliations to mediate.
I do agree with that.
I
Then
think
that's
that
quite literally no one in this. I mean, maybe Luco actually.
Battery, the new person, they don't even know
The
what's
new
going on.
person
They'll
that
be the best
doesn't know
Yeah.
what to ask. Yeah, sure.
They'll be the best mediator. They've got no idea what they're doing. They'll be able to go,
The
hey,
most
shut
I
the
would
fuck.
suggest is Zorangio.
I mean, but
Luco
again,
can't really speak.
Sori-dijan is like biased towards you, TBH, to be honest.
So what's he going to do? He's going to ask you a question.
I don't know. He said he wouldn't vote for me, so I'm very sad about that.
He has every right to, and to not to also mediate equally. And I'll call him out if he doesn't.
Fine. Oh, wait. I can just, like, get a video of him up here. No, that doesn't work.
There's
Yeah.
Zorangio.
Lightning
All
can
right.
mediate,
Okay.
but again, I think he'd also probably be biased. We want a non-biased mediator.
Can we get everyone in the theater?
In the where?
I think I told Aaron. He said he was on his way.
Yeah, he needs to hurry up. Maybe we could just get Era to mediate.
This is our first theater event.
Well, Lightning, me and Will are gonna have a presidential debate about which one's better, and then everybody's gonna go, huh? Aussie's better? You know why? Because he's got crack cocaine. Teehee. Okay, but I
Oh,
I
genuinely
mean,
need
Aaron
fair
was on.
point, but like,
All right,
I
we'll
know
wait a
I'm
few minutes,
yeah, I know I'm
and
being a bit
then
of a retard, but I also probably need to actually lock into this instead of being a retard. Luco, we're not letting you talk. Teehee. Sorry. Oh, you let him talk. I can't believe this. Oh, what's he
there
streaming?
we go.
He's streaming himself. Oh, so people can watch.
Who here? The
Also,
Zorangio.
Lu-
We are in
Luco,
Shinjuku.
Luco, when was the last time you updated the resource pack, bro? I'm not wearing those
I am
on
a
my
camera.
screen.
Nice.
I'm wearing a crown made of bronze. But your resource pack is outdated as hell. Oh, hell no. I got potatoes. My boots are almost broken. I need to get new shoes. Oh.
All right, we're gonna wait for Air,
Yeah. I'm
and
just
then
gonna
he's
start
gonna
spamming
mediate.
him.
Don't spam him because he's rushing back already.
Oh, well, maybe I'll spam somebody else. Robotic. I'll get Robotic in here. I like Robotic. He's pretty chill. At Robotic of 17. And join for the debate. Like, again, the thing is, right, I don't think you'd be a bad sori-dijan, but like the sori-dijan, like if you look at the new constitution, the sori-dijan's more about like organizing events than being the second hand anymore. It's not really. It's
I'm not
not
doing this for
really.
power.
Yeah, I'm just doing this because I want to organize events.
Okay.
Because I have my fight pit and I want to have people fight in the fight pit.
Okay. I mean, there are more events to be held other than that,
I
and I
know.
mean, your fight it wouldn't become, you know, it wouldn't just not exist if you weren't the Sori Daijin.
Yeah. To be fair, if I'm the sori-dijan, I'll probably also need somebody to help me. And like, you seem to be very passionate about it, so I probably would just go, hey, you, help, please. Tee.
Wait, so you would then try to hire someone to help you with your job with that?
I wouldn't, like, obviously, I'd still do a lot of it by myself, but I wouldn't just do it by myself, so I'd probably get somebody, like a minister, because, like, we're able to appoint ministers, right? I could get a minister to help me or something, I don't know. I'm
Okay.
just reading through our constitution again.
Okay.
Yeah, so Visari Daijin, ensure activity and happiness in the nation, run events and make announcements, recruit new members to the nation, represent the will of the citizens in Azuma. Powers of Visari Daijin. All powers granted to a member of the Samurai Council, exempt from Samurai Council taxes, host events, and recommend honor awards. So
Okay.
pretty much Visari Daijin is the elected part of the council, but also doesn't have to pay taxes.
Yep.
To be fair, I got like specific permission from Era just to not pay my taxes till I was at least 100k in debt because it was funny.
What did he say this, and how did he say this? Oh, the
I
server's gonna
just
restart.
so when he first put in the taxes, I was making a joke about how I'm gonna commit tax evasion, and he said, "Yeah, you should just not pay your taxes till you're 100k in debt, so then I can take all your life savings." And I said, "Bet," and then yeah,
You think he was being facetious?
I don't know, I don't really care. Like again, I've been in the nation for so long, but it's like kind of Era, like we're chill. It's like you kind of chill
Yeah.
with people. Because I've been in this nation since the start of Abexilus. Like, I
Yeah.
was it's kind of cool seeing, like, because it took me a long time to get to where I am, right? And it's kind of cool seeing you, like, join, like, a month ago by now, and just
Yeah.
already rise up to where, like, you're at.
I mean,
And
I
that's,
it's just what you do, and like if you know what you want, really, you just shoot for it.
yeah, I mean, what
And
I
yeah,
wanted was to run a town, and I shot for it, and I got a town. We haven't started yet, we're
I
still
wanted to
waiting for
help run
Era.
a
We're
town,
kind of just
but
talking
I
about it.
mean, being the help essentially made me the daimyo of a town, and we agreed on that.
Yeah, because the thing is, right, like, Willy Gum, he got this town, he fixed a few holes, and then he kind of just never logged on. So that's why I was pushing for, because, like, the thing is, right, Belaware was pretty much completely abandoned, which is why I was pushing for it to join Sunport so much, because we had such a massive player base in Sunport. But I thought, hey, if we merge Belaware with it, we can make a big city all around the mountain. But obviously,
Well, yeah, but I mean, we shouldn't want like a centralization of power only in the north.
yeah, but it isn't a centralization of power in the north. It's just like we have two big cities, Ozai and Sunport. And
Mm,
I think it's
I mean, I
good
would
for the
disagree with
nation.
that.
Well, what do you think then?
I think there is a slow centralization of everything in the north.
Yeah, but that's just because the north's the most active. I mean, like, Sunport's the biggest city in the whole nation right now. So yeah, I would agree that there is like a little bit of that. But I also
But there's
think that
also a personal centralization by you.
I mean, not really. Like,
Not really.
I'm like the Sozai is always going to be the most important person.
Of course.
Like,
But there is a
sure,
slow centralized. You can still centralize power without
sh
being the Sozai. I mean, and that's
yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean. We'll be seeing
I
in
mean,
Sunport.
yeah, I guess I am kind of like at this point, kind of like ahead of the Samurai Council because a lot of the members are part of my party, and I guess yeah, I am kind of centralizing power a little bit. But it's like all I want to do is make sure like Robotic and Aeropanda. Like I've been playing with these guys for what almost nigh on a year. It's like I'm not gonna do anything to harm that relationship because these guys are my friends at this point, like
Sure, we could
thick and
say that, but
thin,
I
you
mean,
know?
from the outside, it does look like there's a centralization of power in the north, and I mean,
Yeah, yeah, I
personal
understand what you're
centralization, if anything, personal.
I understand what you're saying. Like, I get it. Like, I guess I am centralizing power a little bit because I guess,
A little bit or a
putting it.
lot.
I don't really know, bro. I didn't even intend to centralize power. I just wanted to make an active town and throw parties. And then I kind of just
I don't know
stumbled
about that one. I
into where
think
I'm
you
at.
knew what you were doing, Aussie.
Dude, literally from the start of when I got Sunport, I've always said it's going to be the big party town. It's going to be a big, cool town with tons of economic stuff for Azuma. And it's going to have
Right.
tons of cool stuff. And that's what I've always
Hmm.
been aiming for. I mean, that's why I like got into brewing.
Well, I
That's
wouldn't say that's
why.
the only thing you're aiming for, with Sunport at least.
I mean, what else do you think I'm aiming for, bro?
What you said you were aiming for.
What?
You wanted to try and split off Sunport from the rest of the country to be its like own vassal state.
I mean, that was kind of an amusing thing, and like, yeah, that would be cool. But again,
Oh, it wasn't amusing. I mean, that was a legitimate request.
yeah. And as I said to Aeropanda and Robotic, if they don't want me to do that, I'm not going to do that because Zoom is most important. I just thought it'd be
Right.
helpful because I had my whole plan for the islands. So my plan was I'd split off, be able to go do all the island stuff without dragging the rest of Azuma into it, get a bunch of land, and then reintegrate without causing like problems for the rest of Azuma. Pretty much
Well,
just
I don't know
so,
about the reintegration part because that was never like part of your original plan. I mean, you've made it
again,
very clear
you
that
weren't you
you
weren't there for most of the discussions around this because you weren't even in the
I was
Samurai
there when
Council at the
you
time.
originally brought up the plan when I first joined.
That was
You've had
that
multiple of your
that was
when you had
also
multiple of your people, you had multiple of your people announce this plan. I
again.
don't believe that you had any. I don't believe that you had any part, and I don't think you had any belief that you would reintegrate back into Azuma. Mostly because again, you're centralizing power. Your whole plan was to make Sunport the biggest town in the country. How am I going to? And your whole party is your original party is voice of the North. You're only interested in representing the North. Part of the sori-dijan's power is to represent all people of Azuma. How can I say that you'll represent all people in Azuma if you're only representing, if your party, number one, represents only the people of the North? But I mean, everything you've been doing is solely for
My
the North.
my party's the ACLF,
That was the
or the Voice
coalition.
of the North. No, it's just become a party at this point because the coalition kind of ended, and I just transformed it into my party at this point because the Voice of the North was just a dumbass throwaway party I made so that I could have a party to merge with Plains so we can make our coalition.
So I'm confused. Are you part of Plains Party or are you part of your party? Because I'm confused on which party then and what's the ideology
Okay,
of your party.
so
Because if your
Plains,
party is the Voice of the North, then again, you're representing only the
no,
people of the North. If your party is the ACLF, then you're Plains Party because that's his ideology.
Plains Party is the Industrial Union. The ACLF was the merger between our two parties. Well, three parties because there's also the Golden Blade or whatever it was called in there.
So then what is
And
your ideology? What is your party's platform?
look at it. The party's platform is more power to the Sozai, strong centralized military, strong centralized government, which I think
Is
is
that
what
not
we've
already what we
achieved.
have? I'm confused. What's the actual like? What are you pushing for as a candidate? Strong military. Yeah, we've all agreed that we need a stronger military. It's not really a platform. That's just creating the actual Zuma army, empowering the Zozai. The Zozai has power.
Yeah, but the
What's your
Sozai,
actual party?
when we made this party, the Sozai was giving away a lot of his power, and this country was a lot more decentralized. Yes, we've pushed
So
for
you're
we've pushed for
Mhm,
basically what we want to do is make sure the Sozai and people like Robotic and Era, people who have been leading this nation to before you even joined, who have been here for a lot longer than you have, stop this nation
mhm.
from basically falling apart. Because like the thing is, right? We've pretty much always been a small nation in Zuma. It's always been a small nation, and we had a very trust-based system. But we're getting to the point where we can't really use that anymore because we're so big now that if we just go, hey, we trust you, and somebody fucks us over, we get claims stolen. Like Mantella. Mantella, that happened to us. We
Sure.
got that stolen from us. So what basically what I'm doing, my entire party's platform is pretty much just back for Sozai and all of his decisions because Sozai
So
is
be
the
a yes
ruler of this
man
nation.
is your platform.
It's not to be a yes man. It's to make sure
You
that
just
like
said to back Suzai and all of his decision. That's a yes man.
that. I, again, I'm just I want the nation to like expand and be powerful. That's all about all I want. And I don't
So your
really
platform is just expand and be powerful.
yeah, because for so
How?
long like look at Azuma's
Mhm,
history. For so long we've been trampled over and stood upon. We've been under other
mhm,
nations for most of our history. We've been trampled on. We've been taken. We've had our towns taken away. We've had our land taken away. We've had big ass fights
mhm,
taken out of us. So basically,
mhm.
my platform is make the Sozai powerful, recover our lost land, and make us so big and strong that that won't happen to us anymore. Because we've been like Azuma just always got walked over with the Carhen, with a centaur, with Sahiria. Like while we chose that, still Valeria threatening Sunport and other towns in the north for like pretty much all of its existence. Again,
I agree
it
with you
was
there, but if your party's platform is revanchism and trying to retake lost lands and try to be a big, strong nation, how does your party help support the people of Azuma? Because remember, your part, the sori-dijan is also to represent the people and to enact plans and hear out the people and bring them to the government. How do you plan on helping the people with revanchism?
well, I go to my people and I say, "Hey, what do you want?" You look at the census results. You know what I think it was like 40% of the census results were? Conquest, all caps. So, yeah, the people
Mhm.
wanted conquest. So, I'm just trying to do what the people asked for. If you look at the census results, Tony's asking if he can intersect. We can put him up here.
So I would actually like to rebuttal against that. Um, okay, the census reports was conquest. Why was it conquest?
Because the people want to expand. The people want to be strong.
The people want to expand. And how do you think that expanding overseas, because I heard you even say this, that we were the British Empire. How are we going to be the British Empire when we have two large towns
Didn't
now?
say
How are we going to be? Okay, so then
I didn't
someone
say
in the
we were
VC
the
that
British
night,
Empire. I made a joke about the British Empire because we were conquering a bunch of islands. Because yeah,
and how do
it's pretty
you, and
fucking
why do you
funny.
want to, and why do you want to keep expanding islands when we have two large towns down south that don't have a player population, a permanent
Well,
player population? How are we
again,
going to be able to expand? And how are we going to be able to help everybody in this country when we don't have
because
populations down south?
a
You
lot of
realize
the
the
very active
centralization of power in the
a lot of the very active players want to make their own town, right? Like Tony, other people like that. They all want to have their own town. And for that to happen, we need more land. Because the towns we already have, yeah, we do need players in them. I acknowledge that. And we do need to spread out our player base into those towns. But the problem is, as soon as we start spreading out our population, the people are suddenly in towns by themselves, like one or two active players, all spread out, nobody to hang out with. That's the reason the population has stayed centralized in the north as of right now, because there's big groups of active players in the north that keep all the other players active. Because when players have other players to play with, and they're close together, and there's a group of them that are active, we all keep each other active. That's my whole thing. Like, that's why I
so my
target groups to recruit, because when there's multiple players on at the same time, you go, oh, hey, my mate's on, I want to go play with him. But if you're like, if you're in Delaware, and your mate's in fucking, what's it called? Eastern World or whatever, how are you gonna like encourage each other to stay active when you're halfway
what do you
across the nation from each other?
you're acting like you can't just LA spawn and get trusted into that claim. I think you're forgetting the main point that this is Minecraft and there are ways to be able to travel without
Again,
even having to move. Wait, let me finish because I just let you have a whole tangent right there. There are ways to move instead of just sitting there and centralizing more people in the north, because this is now the third time that you've tried to poach players that I've been trying to recruit to my growing town. And if you just try to
so
sit
this
there
is
and
all about
centralize power in the north, let me finish. You're trying to centralize power in the north. We need to expand and we need to create incentives for people. And that is what I would do if I were the sori-dijan. I would try to incentivize movement into other parts of the country. We can do cash incentives, we can do challenges, we can do events. There are many different ways that we can get people to all parts of this country without going overseas to claim 3 or 4 chunks and then sit on them and do nothing with it. Because that's what's going to happen. We're just going to keep expanding into the north. Tony can go and take an island, but if all of his mates again are in Sunport, how active is Tony going to be in that claim? Again, like you just said, We
Tony,
can't
there's a
just go
group.
ahead and expand. We can't just go
Listen,
ahead and expand.
there's a group,
We
but the
can't just
thing
go
is,
ahead.
like,
And,
I
can I
recruited
please finish?
groups. I have groups of people who want to make their own towns. So I've got like multiple groups within Sunport. So Tony's got like 6 of his friends, and they all want to go make their own town. So yeah, I've been trying to get them their own thing. Like obviously, if they like, I'm not stopping people from moving towns. If they want to move towns, they can. I'm not like centralization. I
You
guess that's a
have.
thing. How have I stopped people from moving towns? I haven't said no, you can't leave.
I'm not. I haven't. I didn't say you would stop people from moving towns.
All I'm saying is, like, people are choosing to stay in the north because that's where the most active players are. It's not about,
Right,
like,
but we need to
centralization.
incentivize people to go
Again,
throughout the
I
country.
agree with
And I
that.
think and instead of sitting there and saying that, oh, we're inviting groups to this one place to have their own thing, why don't we say to these groups, hey, we're going to incentivize you to go into somewhere else and build up here and do that there. And maybe we can even consider, because even in the new constitution, we have the right to remove a sori-dijan. That is the thing. We have the right to do things, and we have to take national policy into account before we go ahead and say what people want. Yes, Tony wants to go own an island, but if the national policy is to be able to make sure that we have functioning towns with a player base that is actually building it up, and so we're not just sitting on 3 chunks. Yeah, I
Again,
would prefer we did that
you
versus,
keep
hey, I
on
want to go claim an island because I want to run an island.
you keep on talking about this free chunk idea, but most of the new claims we've gotten are a lot more than 3 chunks. And
Sure, there are a
again,
lot more than 3 chunks. Sure, I'm
another
exaggerating. It's 3 chunks. Kaba, for example, I believe is about 8. But again,
another
if we sold that to a nearby claim for, like, let's say at least 2K a chunk, that's what, 16 grand we bring into the national bank. Is that
claims
not a
like
better
that,
idea than?
a fucking 8k, an 8, like, that's those are worth a lot more than that, just so you know.
Oh, I
Islands.
said at least. I said at least. But again, isn't that more money coming into the national bank? If we expanded islands, beautified them, and then made it so we can sell them to people, we should be using the islands plan more as a thorn in people's side that we're more willing to take out for them and sell it than just taking islands that are man-made, won't even show up on a map, and we can't even really do much with it and defend it.
I do think that's a good idea, but also another thing is Azuma is very under threat right now. So part of the like we have multiple nations around us that want to invade us. So part of
Sure.
the island plan is that if worse comes to worse and Azuma gets pushed off the mainland and we get fucked over, at least we've got islands we can like stay on, recover, recuperate, and then come back for our homeland. The
Yeah,
whole
we have 8 chunks that more than 50 people could sit on and try to recoup.
we
That's going
have
to be
more
just as
we
easy
have
as
more
trying to
than
keep the
one
whole nation.
claim, bro.
We do. You're right. We do. But let's be real here. Is everybody in the server right now going to be able to fit on most of these islands? No.
Yes. Yes, they
Sure, it
are.
is Minecraft. Yes, they could, but it would be uncomfortable. No one would really have their own space or privacy, and that's a big thing that I've been running on. Being able to make sure everybody's
We
housed,
have
equipped, and everything.
we have some pretty big island claims. Do you even know where our island claims are?
Yeah, they are not that big though. Not
Nogoyo.
enough to where everybody can have part. I'm looking at Samarat.
Nogoyo's bigger than Sunport.
I'm looking at Samarat. I'm looking at Samarat. That's not enough
Nogoyo
for a bunch of people.
Nogoyo is
I'm
bigger than
looking.
Sunport.
Nogoyo is also undeveloped,
Yeah, I
and it's super
acknowledge
far, and
that.
it's also super far away. How the hell are we going to be able to reclaim any homeland? We're all the way over there.
Again, it's a worst case scenario. That's the whole thing with the islands. It's a worst case scenario because it's better to be prepared. Yeah, it kind of started before Era got here because it was taking too long. It's a worst case scenario because it's better to be prepared than not prepared. Because if we're not prepared and we get screwed over again, we'll just have our towns taken like before. Like Carhen. They've
Wait, I have a
taken two.
question. Wouldn't it make more sense if our homeland got lost to just go to Saria than go to some random island?
No, because we're just becoming part of another nation instead of staying in our community. If we just integrate into another nation, if our homeland is lost, that'll just destroy our entire identity that we have
That
as
is not at all what
Saharian.
I just said.
Literally just said, wouldn't it just be better to go to Saharia?
If we went to Saharia prepared and come to retake the land, that's what I meant.
Again,
It makes no
like,
sense to go to a small island. Let's be real here. These islands are not that large for everybody in the server. If we were going to go and try to retake land,
again,
they
also
won't have enough resources.
these islands are just the start of the plan as well. We have a
Okay.
lot more that we're planning on doing. Obviously, it takes time, it takes effort, but the people asked for expansion, so that's what I'm trying to do. And I think, yes, obviously, I have holes in my debate, you have holes in your debate. We're not perfect, nobody's perfect. It's not it's not a concept of I think this guy will ruin the nation. I think this guy will ruin the nation. It's a concept of
Never portrayed that.
who do you think is better to run to help make events and run the stuff. And yes, I think you probably would make a sori-dijan, but I also think I would make a good sori-dijan, which is why I'm running. And like,
Okay.
sorry, I'm kind of out of breath now.
I agree.
forgot.
That's the point of a debate. We're trying to see who would be a better sori-dijan. Of course, I don't see the things that you see. I think that you don't. I don't think that you would make a good sori-dijan. That's just my opinion, though. That's
Yeah,
the
I
point of this
guess.
debate, to see who would be a better option.
I
I
also
don't know what you're getting at there. I don't really know what you're getting at there. I mean, if anyone else asks questions, because I feel like we're going in circles with this one.
I'm just trying to do
Tony.
what I think is best. To be honest, I just like.
Listen, we're both here to do what we think is best, but of course, we're going to have different views of what we think is best. I think personally, we need to. One thing I want to do is I want to hold town censuses asking similar questions. We have, if you look at the census, the last census, I believe it was about 20% combined said they're either neutral, opposed, or strongly opposed to the government. I want to find out why those 20 people feel
60%
that way, and
of. Let me go look at the
I want to find
census.
and I want to go and find out how we can remedy how why they feel like that way.
So
I
let
want
me
to make
go
sure
grab. I'm
I
grabbing
want to
up
make
the
sure that
census
everybody in the
results.
Zuma is represented and not just the voices in the north.
I'm trying to find the census results real quick. Just wait. Where are they? How do I pull up the file? Oh,
Up here, he just pinged you.
yeah. Oh, he's in here. Okay. But,
Panda?
okay, so government approval rating. Yeah, 53% said they approve. 28% said they approve. 12% said they're neutral. And then disapprove and strongly disapprove are so small that they don't even show up as a percentage on the graph. So I don't see.
I said neutral, disapprove, and strongly disapprove. I want to find out why that about 20% right there, because that's about 20%, maybe a little under, maybe about like 17%. I want to figure out why they feel that way, where they are, and how we can help that. That
I
is the
think
point of the
that's.
Sori-Daijin, to hear out the people and hear and represent them in the government.
I
How are
think
you going
that's.
to represent them by having parties and trying to expand? We want to feel.
I
We want to see how each town feels as well. We want to see what we want to understand. Number one, we want to understand the approximate wealth in cash. We want to understand why 20 near 30% is between $0 and $5,000. How can we find ways to get people more money so it can come back into the nation?
The reason it's like that is because we have a lot of new players, and it takes time to build up money on the server. That
That
is like
census was old. We need to find out where they stand now and we need to see how we can get more money.
this census was literally from this month. The
We need
results
to
got
figure
published yesterday.
and would you agree that more people have been here today than yesterday? So yes, we need to figure out now why these people are so poor. We need to figure out how we can get money in their pockets. We need to figure out how we can get more money into the nation. So how are we
I
going to
do
do that by just
I
taking
do
random
agree
land?
with that. Why do you think I made my brewing company? How do you think I'm getting money into my
Oh,
town? How do
I'd
you
love to get into that too. I'd love to get into that.
Literally all of my profits from that company are going back into my town. I'm not make like any profit I make, I've been using to either reinvest into the
Okay.
company to make more profit, or putting into the town to help develop the town, or buying stuff off my
Okay.
people, or just giving my people money.
Yes,
I've
I need to make sure that player can do that as well. Because what I've seen from you is that when Catsy tried to make his own company, you tried to buy it. First off, you threatened to undercut his prices. That was the first thing you said to him. I'm going to undercut your prices, knowing that he needed a way to earn money. And I've been supporting his business all the way through. I've been giving him everything he needs because that is the type of leader that we need. We need someone that's going to help people, not someone that's going to find ways to undercut someone that's in that business as well. You were strict on trying to find a way to get Catsy out of the brewing business before you just said, I like the competition.
again,
Even find his business if he tried to set up, but I don't think you'd find anybody else at Sunport. So
but
how are you going to represent everybody and make sure everybody gets money when you won't even do that for Catsy?
right. I literally been wait, which one's Cassie? Lightning. Yeah, Catsy. He's involved in some of the projects that I've been doing. Like, sure,
Okay. Does that take away the fact that
some
you tried to cut down his business?
Yeah, I did do that, and it's pretty funny. I think Catsy would agree. It's
It's
stonework.
pretty
It's
funny
just
how to stop someone from earning money.
It's just he himself said it was pretty funny. It's Stoneworks. On Stoneworks, you do a little bit of role play sometimes. That's what that was. You have fun.
Right, and what we're
It's
doing is role
Stoneworks.
play. So again, how am I going to? So you're saying it was role play trying to undercut his business?
I said it was pretty funny, and I was doing it because it was funny, which is why I do a lot of the stuff. Do you think it was funny, Catsy? Just put it
Okay, he can
in
think it's
Minecraft
funny
chat.
a little. Okay,
Okay,
he's
yeah,
just drinking standardly.
yeah. See, like the thing is, right?
Okay,
Worst comes to worst, all I really wanted was for Katsy, like, still keep all of his profits for himself, but pretty much just say, oh yeah, I'm part of the SBC, so I can do a funny
why does
haha,
he?
I have a monopoly. Because
Why does he
that,
have to join?
he doesn't
Why
have
does he
to.
have to join your company? Why do you want him to join your company instead of supporting a local business in another town?
Again, like, he would have still got to keep everything to himself. I only wanted him to join my company, so I could say I have a monopoly, because it's pretty funny, as a big funny businessman, to be able to say, haha, I have a monopoly. Because, like,
Haha, I can
again,
someone out their own business and pull them under my wing.
mate, I was going to give him access to my business deals while not taking anything off of him. And again,
Okay.
it was up to him in the end. And again, I haven't undercut his prices. That was just a
I
little bit
wouldn't say.
funny.
I mean, you harassed him for a bit. I mean, it got to a point where I had to say, like, yo, you're like actually like harassing this kid.
Yeah,
Like he was genuinely saying no. And let's be real here. You wanted to push him out of business. You
I
did.
didn't want to push him out of business. I just thought it was
You
pretty
wanted to push him
funny.
out of the. If I say I'm going to undercut your prices, I'm trying to push you out of business.
Nah, nah, nah,
If that is my if
nah,
that is my
nah,
first thing I say
nah,
to
nah,
you,
nah,
then I am
nah,
trying
nah,
to
nah,
hurt your
nah,
business.
nah, 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 nah. Sorry, that
Okay.
was retarded. Look,
Please
again,
remain professional.
again, it's just
All right.
Stoneworks. Sometimes you just gotta have a little bit of fun. And like me and Katsy, like
I
we don't
agree we
have a
can have
problem.
fun, but I wouldn't
We
call
Why are
someone
you
out of
saying
their
help? Are you drunk?
thing
Oh,
help.
here, have some potatoes. That fixes
Sit
it. So
down.
potatoes and bread, when you eat it, it makes you less drunk. Um, but like the thing is, right?
And Cassie, take a seat, please.
I don't think me and Katsy have a problem. We don't have a problem, right, Katsy? Like
I
we're
don't think you guys have a problem. No, no.
yeah. See, like you got sometimes in Stoneworks you do a little bit of funny, and it is pretty funny. Like even
It
Katsy
is
acknowledged it
pretty
was funny.
okay.
Like,
I didn't
but
really find it funny. I just found it a little weird that you would think this player is new and he's trying to find a way to earn money. Let me say, yeah, you know what's going to be funny? I'm going to push you out of business. I don't think that's someone that truly represents everybody.
okay, so
That just
I
isn't
wasn't
a way that I
again.
roll.
I wasn't actually gonna push him out of business. And so, do you know how like my character that I kind of have for Stoneworks works? Like I have a whole
I'm confused. Are we
personality.
doing an RPG or are we doing
I have
what
like a
is this?
personality on Stoneworks. Yeah, it is Stoneworks. A lot of shit's
So
RP, bro.
okay, so is this RP or is this like between us? Because
I have
you're
no
saying
idea at this
this
point.
character is you.
I have
This
no idea.
character is you.
I have no idea at this point, bro. I kind of got lost in the source. I don't know. I'm a bit lost in the source. TBH. Oh,
Okay. I mean, if anyone wants to ask questions, they can.
yeah. Like,
Tony,
oh
they
wait,
want to.
actually, here, just wait a second. I've got one thing I need to do, and I'll win the debate right away. I just gotta log out real quick. I'll log back in. Don't worry, though. You'll see me in a moment. This is an instant
Okay.
debate winning move that I'm about to pull. Instant.
I also do kind of find it weird. And I mean, Air is here; he can confirm. I mean, Air, I want to ask you personally: when you told Aussie that he couldn't pay, that he didn't have to pay taxes, were you being facetious or were you being serious that as an elected representative or not elected representative, he didn't have to pay
Pretty sure
taxes?
he was just making a joke, and then I just took it and didn't do it because it's funny.
And I just find that weird. I mean,
If he wants me to
you're
pay
willing.
taxes, if he wants me to pay taxes, he can come yell at me, and I'll do it. But
I just
until
found it a
then,
little weird. You were willing to pay someone
Will, when was the
to
last time you
talk
paid
trash.
taxes?
Wait. I just
Will,
want to ask this. I just found it a little weird that you were willing to pay someone $2,000 to go and talk trash about planes, but you weren't willing to pay your taxes. How does that work? How are you more
because
willing to
that's
pay someone to
funny.
talk trash about planes of all people? Like you can't do that yourself, but you won't pay your taxes.
It's funny. Is it not funny to have some guy just show up and go, oh yeah, this guy tried to bribe me. And also, this guy's bribing me to tell you that this guy's tried to bribe me. How is that not funny?
I don't know if it's really funny to not pay your taxes, but to pay for that.
Mate, when was the last time you paid your taxes?
Dude, you want to know how much I put into the government? I just put
Not really.
60,000 down on a settlement that he made.
Yippee.
I pay my taxes.
I pay my. No, I don't actually. Again, it's like a lot of this whole stuff that I do is just about the personality and the RP character that I've built because that's
Okay.
Starbucks. It's what you do on Starbucks. Like
Yeah.
when I'm actually doing shit, yeah, I will lock in. But like the reason I'm able to keep my town so active is because I act like this. I be kind of autistic to a point where people are like, "Hey, this guy's funny," or like, "Hey, this guy's intriguing." I'm gonna get back on and continue playing because I like hanging out with this guy. When I'm actually in serious diplomatic shit, yeah, I lock in and I do like I think Era's seen me doing serious diplomatic shit before. Like,
Okay.
I don't act like this when I'm actually doing diplomacy. It's just like
I'm not
when
criticizing your character at all.
I don't know. It kind of sounds like God.
I'm not just character. No, I'm not criticizing your character at all. I'm criticizing. I'm not criticizing your character at all. I'm criticizing you or your policies mostly, and your
I
beliefs.
mean, again, my policies are just to kind of make the nation better. That's really all I want to
I
do.
I mean, not really, but all right.
All I want to do is make the nation better. I've been in this nation pretty much since it started at this point. Like Aaron
Okay.
knows, I've been in here a long, long time, and I worked very hard to get to where I am. And I do
If
what I
you've
do
made it
with.
better, why did I have someone from your town come and join or find a home here? Because they quite literally didn't have much of a home at all or tools.
Are you talking about Hammerhead?
No. Hammerhead was already set.
Okay, well, who are you talking about? Because, like,
I won't name them as a person at all because I think the confidentially matters.
so they
But
probably don't
uh,
exist and you're just making shit up.
they do exist. Listen, I don't need to make shit up.
Look,
But
all
I
I'm
had
saying
someone from
is,
your town. Actually, I had someone from your town come here because they didn't have a home. And then I
if
had someone
somebody.
from your town tell me that they were still using stone tools yet being here for a week. I had to give them diamond sets. That is what I'm all about because I'm willing to help people get them what they need. I think that every person should have diamond tools so they can be as efficient as possible. They should have a home
Well,
so they know where to
that's
stay.
because
They should
nobody
have food so
fucking
they don't have
talked
to
to
worry
me.
about food.
If somebody had come to me and said, "Hey, I don't have diamond tools. Hey, I don't have a home," I would have fixed that. But nobody came and talked to me. So what was I meant to do if I didn't even know it was happening?
You didn't know that one of your new players didn't have anything good.
Yeah, because I don't like GIF.
You didn't know that one of your new
Yeah,
players, didn't have
I
anything
did
good.
not because I don't do all the recruiting because I have a second in command called GIF64 who also does recruiting. Sure, somebody
So
may
your
throw me under the
administration
bus.
in your town doesn't. So your administration in your town doesn't know who they're bringing in and what they have.
Mate, if somebody has a problem with me, they can come and tell me and I'll fix it. But nobody came and told me, so how was I meant to know? I'm not fucking
Well,
omniscient. Don't act
he
like you
didn't have a
are
problem
again.
with you. He didn't have a problem with you. He didn't have anything at all. He didn't have anything to
Again,
have a problem with because he didn't have anything at all.
if they had come and told me that, I could have fixed it, but they didn't.
I don't even. Do you know who Abam is? The Swiss guy.
Who?
Okay. Abam.
Bam.
It's hard to.
Is that one of the guys that was in Signport before I got it? That might be one, because I got Sunport off of some people a long, long time ago. I think a BAM might be one of them, or he might just. Did you say a BAM?
He was pretty new because he had stone tools. If he was here before, he wouldn't have stone tools.
What was
And
his
he wouldn't he definitely didn't get a tour because he was fishing in a fountain
what was his
despite there being a port literally down the hill. So he obviously didn't know the town at all.
what was his Minecraft username? Because I have no idea who.
It might have been the same thing, a bamboozle, whatever.
Yeah, I'm currently looking through all the members in my town, and there isn't anybody in my town called a BAM.
It's not just a bam, it's like a bunch of letters afterwards. So it's like a bamboozle or something like that.
I have a Daniel, a Alsur, so
I don't think that's at all what here we go. A bam boon cell called fuck this name.
yeah, I'm looking through my players. That
I see
list
it
is just
right here. It's right in your face. It's the second one that's on
slash
the offline.
guy player a bam. Wait, how do I spell it?
A bamboon.
Yeah, how do I spell that? I can't. Oh,
Doritos. Dude, you're gonna have to look in the Discord because I don't know
oh,
how to
do you
spell
mean
this shit
Mason?
out. Is that Mason?
Yeah, pretty sure it's
No,
Mason. I
I
don't know
don't.
what you're talking about, bro. Mason's some
Check
sort.
the IGN.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
Mason.
wasn't Mason then.
Yeah, no, that is Mason's MC username that you're talking about. Like,
Oh well, I gave him tools.
bro, Mason didn't even come and talk to me, so how was I meant to know?
If you don't
Like,
talk to your people, then I guess you probably wouldn't talk to the rest of Azuma.
time zones. Do you know what a time
Okay.
zone
All right.
is?
I know what
Like,
the time zone is, but I've seen you on like in the middle of the day.
yeah, only
For
on
me, well, middle of the day for me.
weekends. Weekends.
It was like 2 days
Weekends.
ago.
Like right now.
Okay. Okay.
Right now is a weekend. It's either
Okay.
I'm either on Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, or if it's a school holiday, I'm on all the time. But during the week, yeah, I'm on less. I acknowledge that. Probably everybody is, because during the week people have shit to do. And again,
Sure.
I'm pretty sure Mason still lives in Sunport, doesn't he?
I didn't say he moved to Sunport. That wasn't the person that did.
Okay. Abam Mooson is Mason's username in Minecraft, bro.
Okay.
So like,
I
again,
remember talking to him in Discord. I didn't really look at his in-game name.
somebody's about to get banned. Sorry, just somebody made the land Argatha. They're immediately about to get smited by the mods. Do you guys know what Argatha is? Hello? Oh, whatever. Doesn't matter. Look, again, I'm just... Obviously, nobody's perfect. We've all got problems, but I'm just doing what I'm just trying to do what's best to help my people and
I'm
your
not
people.
saying that this has to be perfect. I'm not saying that the person for this job has to be perfect.
Also, by the way, did you like the beacon deal I got you? I managed to get you
I was
how
gonna,
to sell a
sorry, I
beacon.
was gonna. Wait.
Huh?
Did you hear what I said last? Because I got a phone call. I got a phone call. Did you hear what I said last?
No. Um, but like,
Wait, hold on. Can you give me like 1 second? Can you guys give me like 1 second?
okay. Guys, we should get Error in here. Wait, where'd Error go? Oh.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah, wait a second. I want to get Error in here. He's my favorite.
I think he left. He wasn't here for a bit.
But, oh, what were we even talking about?
Um, yeah, I'm not criticizing you as a person. I think you're a good person. I'm not criticizing your character that you play, but I am criticizing their policies and their beliefs. Again, I hope you're not taking this personal. I really hope you're not.
I'm not. I just think, like, the best
Okay.
thing for Azuma is probably for us to get a bit more land and get stronger. So we don't get, like, absolutely touched every 5 seconds by all the nations around us. Because, like, if you've been in Zoom as long as I have, you've seen us lose claims, get claims taken off of us, get invaded, go to war, get stuff taken off of us, get vassalized. Multiple times. We've always been under another country until now, and now we're finally independent. We're missing massive chunks of what's our rightful land.
Are we independent?
Well, mostly. We were for a little bit, and then we chose to go under
Okay.
Saheria. But again,
Right.
it's not forced vassalization. We're only under Saheria because we're paying them to protect us from Valera. Because
Sure.
Valera is like this big PvP group right on our border, and they want to see us gone. They want to take Valaware off
Right.
of us. They want to take Sunport off of us. They want to take Hanako. They want to take all the towns in the north. So, like,
Sure. And taking islands will pretty much stop them. They won't
yeah,
be able to touch
because
shit.
if we take the islands, it's going to be a lot harder because we'll be able to navally invade them and war them from the islands' claims, which is going to make them think twice because that's even more claims they have to fortify against, which is like why I want to
Wait,
do
I'm
the island
confused.
raids.
Wait, do we not build gangs for wars, or do we
We
naval
do build.
invade and have a whole
So
cinematic thing?
it's a bit of both. It's just the
Okay.
more claims you have, the more they'll think like. Okay. Go away. I will. I will. Oh, my grandparents here. I'm gonna go for like 5 minutes. I'll be back.
Okay, we have intermission. Panda, you here? Or is there in Joe? All right.
Yes.
Marine, invite to speak.
Oh dang!
We
I
can
actually
answer
got
two people
invited
at once. It's fine.
up.
Hey, Marine,
Hey, how's it going?
pretty good. Just debating.
Nice. How's the debate going? How long has this been going for? Like,
Probably about 20 minutes now.
oh damn.
I'm feeling pretty good about it.
Can someone like quickly recap what subjects have we covered for those latecomers?
We've covered. Or sorry, do you want to explain this since you're the mediator, kind of?
Hello.
All right. So far we've covered the issue of expansion into the islands. That's been, I'd say, one of the main topics. And also with administration in Sunport and consolidation of power in the north. Those are the main three topics.
Again, with the whole
Yeah.
consolidation of power in the north, I'm not forcing people to stay. They can leave if they want to. They're just choosing not to because this
It's
is
not
better.
just the people. I mean, I feel like it's the people. I would
Like,
say it's also your business that you're trying to consolidate all that business power in the north. It's the fact that you've even asked the beehive all be central. You literally asked for it to be centralized in Sunport. I
yeah,
mean,
that's
like
because
it's clear,
that's
and
the way
then
for
it goes in
dude.
tandem.
The reason I
And
asked for the
can I
beehives
just
in
finish this
sorry.
quickly?
Yeah,
It's the complete centralization of the power. It's your ulterior motives, and I feel like it all just coalesces into something like now it's like Homelander wants to come and take the White House. That's what I kind of feel like it is. There
yeah.
there is no there is no good opt. I personally I don't think there is a good sori-dijan. I think you could probably throw a great party, but can you represent all the people? I don't think you've even been interested in representing anybody but Sunport first.
That's just
So
not
you
true.
have to be prepared. That I don't think that you've really been, uh, representative of all people there.
The reason Sunport has a lot of representation right now is because they're the biggest town right now. Like,
I don't think you can represent everybody in this nation, though. You've only shown interest in representing Sunport.
I've literally
You
been
have not
recruiting for other
been
towns.
you you have not been
I've
interested
been
in any
recruiting.
other towns, but
I've been diverting my new
and it
recruits
goes
to other
and
towns.
it goes in line with your ulterior motive of wanting to for Sunport to be its own vassal state. And you said this.
Again, yeah, I said that if Arapanda approves, I would make my town its own vassal state. Without his approval, it's not going to happen because I'm not going to force it
And
because
how can
Arapandas
I
are leaving.
trust that someone
Mate,
and
there's
how
literally
can
brand
I
new to this
trust
nation. You've barely
and
been here
how
for less
and
than a month.
how can I
You're talking
trust
about how can I
that
trust? You've been in
someone
this
who's
nation for
had the
less than a
how can
month.
I trust? Can I finish what I'm saying? How can I trust that someone who's had the idea of devolving the state to make their own powerful little vassal state is going to equally represent everybody, make sure that everybody in the collective is doing okay, making sure everybody in the collective, hold on, go on that, is looked after? You haven't done that. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen any interest from you in helping anybody but people in
I've
Sunport.
literally been
I have been trying to
recruiting
find
two
ways
other
to.
towns
I've been
for their
trying to help
mayors.
find
I've been
ways to help
recruiting to
other
Jericho and
people
I've been
earn
recruiting to
money.
Mantel.
I have been supporting local businesses. Okay.
You keep on talking about that. Like, again, sure, your agricultural union's pretty good, and I guess it. Just wait a second. This new pap. Just wait a second. But like the thing is, right? Azuma, it's a good nation, and it's been under threat multiple times. I
Mhm.
just want what's best for the nation, and obviously, if Arapanda says something can't happen, it can't happen. That whole vassal thing was something I mentioned once, and I haven't talked about since. Yeah,
It was
sure, it
not
was
once because you said it the day I got here. So you
But
said it more than once. You requested it. You've had your own people fall in line with this ideology. How am I going to trust that someone is going to represent all people, but they have the dangerous ideology of separationism?
you've barely been here for a month. You don't even really know what this nation's like. You've been
Okay.
here for a month, and you immediately
I've been
make
here for a
fun of a
month and I've
town.
revived the whole town. I've been here for a month and I revived the whole town
Yeah, but that's
by
only because the
bringing
guy
in
who owned
people.
the town was a bloody retard who never did anything with
Oh,
it.
but does that change the fact that I've helped revive a town with the
No,
help of beautiful people
I'm
around me?
not. I'm not saying you're a bad leader. I'm just like, I.
I didn't say that at all.
You're criticizing me and saying like, oh, he has ulterior motives. I don't. My motives are just what I think, like what it will be best for Azuma. And yes,
You,
I did
you just
suggest the vassal
admitted
thing. The
before that you
reason
had ulterior motives.
I don't have ulterior
Mhm.
motives. The reason I even mentioned the vassal state thing was so that we could go do the island conquest thing without drawing in the rest of Azuma. Aeropanda said no, so it's not going to happen. Because Aeropanda is the leader, we
Well, then we're
listen to
still,
Aero.
but then you still are in favor of the islands plan. The island plan had it
No,
had no difference, or it had no
sorry.
influence on whether you went vassalized or not. The islands plan is being enacted whether what happened you were vassal or not. What's your
Yeah,
point there?
but only
It had
part of
you
the
did not.
island plan. Only part of the island plan. Only the stuff we can do without military conquest. The whole point of the vassal that would have potentially happened was so that we could go and invade those islands militarily without bringing in the rest of the nation. Because if there's only one claim, that means there's only one claim that could get damaged. And I don't want Azai getting bombed to hell and back by some islanders that have
Who do
fished
you think
sand.
that they would be? Who do you think? Do you truly think that military conquest is going to only go after the vassal state, or do you think they're going to go for the overlord? Who do you think the overlord is going to protect? The vassal. It would have
Again,
been drawn
there
in
was gonna
regardless.
no, we would have had like a whole dude. Oh my god, we would have had like a whole contract and shit drawn up, so the Overlord didn't have to join in if they didn't want to. But again, Aeropanda said no, and Aeropanda is the leader, so I just said okay because it's Aeropanda's final decision because he leads the nation. He said it wasn't gonna happen, and if nobody has, if we all just go, oh, that's a dangerous
I'm
idea, I'm
glad
not
it
even
didn't.
gonna say it.
I'm,
If we all just go,
I'm,
dangerous ideas, dangerous ideas, dangerous ideas. Oh, this is a dangerous ideology. We're never gonna have any new ideas. Like the whole thing
it
is,
is a
we
dangerous
have
ideology to separate from the state. If I said right now that I want to separate Shinchoku from the rest of the country, that's a dangerous idea right there. It devolves the state, it makes us lose money, and it causes internal division. That is a big problem. And the fact that you don't see that as a dangerous idea, this is the problem. How are you going to be able to represent all the people?
keep on talking about this over and over again. But like the thing is, right? Oh wait, can somebody go get Eris Panda's soccer box for him? He
Where
can't
is
do
it?
Yeah,
it.
Will, can you do that?
Yeah, I got you.
I was about to tell you.
You keep on talking about dangerous ideas. I also don't think
That
it's
was the
best
one
because
dangerous idea that I brought up because it is a dangerous idea. You're talking about
okay,
separation.
yeah. Again, if we don't talk about ideas and we just like keep them locked away because oh they're dangerous ideas, we're never gonna think of anything new. They like it was a spitball idea. The government said no. I said okay. You said no. That's fine. It's not gonna happen.
It's not really
But some
spitball if you're developing it for a whole month
I wasn't
before. And again,
developing it for a whole
you
month.
talk about how I've only been here for a month. I heard you the first day you talked about it. You talked about it again, I think the next day.
Uh,
And you,
I
all
came
right,
up
if you
with
don't
it
want to talk
like
about this, we don't have to.
I
Honestly,
came
if
up
you don't
with
want to
it
talk about this, we don't have to. But I think it's because it's pointing out your fault there.
I came up with that idea like less than a week before you joined, and it ended less than a week after you joined. So yeah, you joined right as I
No, it
had the
didn't because
idea.
you asked for it just not too long ago. All
No,
right.
oh my god, I didn't, bro. Again, government said no. It's not gonna happen because the highest authority in
When did the
Azuma
government say no?
error. Like, wait, let me check. I'll go find the message. I
When?
don't know. I don't fucking know when, bro. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not like some pedantic little shit who keeps a notebook of everything anybody's ever said so that I can immediately go, oh, actually, here. This is every single thing you've done wrong ever. This, you said this one time, you made this joke, you made this joke, you said that, you said this, and just like, oh, I'm so great, I'm so great. And it's like, come on, brand new people
Mhm.
come into the nation and everybody like, oh yeah, actually, you should elect me so I'm really powerful, and actually, I'm gonna drop a bunch of money so I can just
That's actually
be
what you just did for the other player.
again. What? What?
That's what you just did with the other player, with Battery. When I was introducing them around the town, you immediately came in, tried to poach, trying to add them to your political party. That is what you want. You want
It's
power. I want to represent the people. I think I am more capable of representing the people. Now, if I were elected Sori Daji, I would include you. And
what I will
all right,
do is rage bait you because it's pretty funny, and that's kind of how my character
if
works.
you're just here to rage debate, then I think this debate is over. Because if you're not capable of having this discussion and being mature now, how do you want me to believe that you're mature behind the doors? You won't even be mature now.
Era, would you like to speak? Do you have anything to say, Era? I think we should let Era speak. Era, Era, are you still here, Era? Ah, Tony would like to speak. We should let Tony speak.
Okay.
Tony, what do you got to say?
Well, for one, I've been wanting to debate since the beginning because I helped form that political party. And no, it is not just the North that has no longer meaning because I talked with Aussie about that, where you were bringing up, oh, you're only representing the North. Okay, that party ended when the collaboration began with Plains, and it has not come back. We're still the central political party that we were claimed to be. The problem is a lot of new players that I've talked to want conquest, not just in Zuma, but whenever freaking there's the guy who runs Stoneworks. He always makes that appeal where when you come into Stoneworks, make your own story. A lot of the things he talks about are conflicts. Therefore, a
Okay.
lot of people want to do PvP, become an amazing general, become an amazing leader, blah blah blah. And the thing is, to the degree, as I don't remember which video it was. Austin makes a good point. Having naval cities throughout the entire freaking northern sea that's right above us is a perfect strategic way to keep ourselves safe. And quite frankly, I would want that too. I want to make farm my own town. Why? Because in Sunport it's becoming too crowded. Even with expanders, not enough space. When I go to the other cities,
Mm,
it is beautiful. I love it. However, the space and the problem is usually the space and the fact that it's already been made. Therefore, there's not really much space to add
So
more
does
stuff
Takayomi.
unless there's already.
that's
I
actually a really good point I want to bring back up.
I've been pretty
So I hear what you're
loyal to
saying.
Takayomi, and
and I'm not done. I'm
eventually,
not done. I'm not done.
Okay.
I do want to hear stuff, but I'm not done yet because I have to backtrack every single thing you guys said through my mind to add to that because I that's why I wanted to join earlier, and I'm trying to remember every single little bit of thing. But
I've been writing stuff down,
another
so
yeah, that's what I've been saying. Put me in, because I'm literally practically second in charge of that political party because I literally helped form it, and I'm the one that gave or pitched the idea towards Aussie for the island conquesting. Why? Because one, I actually went to these islands personally while checking the maps, and I realized yes, some of them are empty, some of them are not, some of them are under absolutely no other group but are active. And some of these have already massive resource farms on them, like cactus farms, to make XP. And quite frankly, I need XP so I can work on my personal business, which Aussie has actually been supporting, which is not a brewing thing, but to generate local weapons for Sunport and possibly in the near future for every individual town. I just can't do it because currently I need to make contracts, which sadly, Robotic has not come back to me, which is also one of the main issues with the rest of us is probably communication, also because robotic works. So I can't be mad at him for not responding to my things. And that would also the thing is, one thing is very clear: we are very independent, yes. And I actually went to study our little Wikipedia thingy. I don't remember everything, but if I remember correctly, as Aussie said, yes, we are basically paying off. Is what's the country we're under, Aussie?
Zahiri.
sorry.
Yeah, we're literally pay them off because if they try to claim us, that would essentially spark a whole massive conflict because it's a bunch of alliances that are also right upon where if they get debated, something else also happens, then quite frankly, that starts a whole other thing. Which to a degree, we're still kind of safe, but still they want to go down to our places and take our shit away. And if we have those islands, naval invasions or a pain in fucking Minecraft. As somebody who's also played another political servers, naval invasions are a pain in the ass. Even with mods, they're a pain in the ass. If it's like a modern conflict and it's like naval invasions, yeah, no, people are gonna die and there's gonna be high death counts and whatnot, and people are just gonna give up. And if we're able to fortify some of the islands, because some of the islands I've been to, They're already built and fortified. Other ones are more or less just resource farms, and just building walls of whatever you want to fortify with is extremely easy because they're all squares. And if they want to build
Mhm.
under, cool, that's fine. It's not gonna work out because it's still a pain in the ass because you still gotta go up and we can still push them back, knock back, boom, they're gonna freaking drown and die no matter what they do. And the thing is, I would rather what he wants to do is not separation. When you become a vassal state, you're basically just an extension of that territory. They're just autonomous. They have their own autonomy, but they still fall under the jurisdiction of whatever nation you're a vassal of. We still pay
Okay.
taxes towards the shogun. We still do everything we have to do. We still have to pay taxes regardless. And of course, if you choose to, that's your personal choice. I actually pay taxes at least 1K when I have the chance.
Wait, so
But
you pay taxes more than the daimyo? Okay.
To be fair, I'm
yeah,
paying him, and then he's using that money
he's
I'm
paying
paying
me.
him for
So,
taxes.
and the thing is, Aussie has given me items. Not diamonds, but he's given me items to start up my
Did he
stuff.
give you
He get
diamonds one
actually
time?
yes, no, you did that one time. Never mind. It's because George is the one that got me my diamonds at first. But then remember, you gave me 64 diamonds to make weapons, which I'm currently still working
All
on.
right, Tony. I do want to respond. Can you
Yeah,
I do want a chance to respond. I can
okay,
respond
got
now.
it. Yeah, you can. I'll let you. I'm gonna
Okay.
recuperate
So
my mind.
I'm not saying that the islands plan in total is a bad idea. I'm saying the way it's presented now is it is not priority. I'm going to repeat it. It's not priority. When we have towns south of Shinchoku, south of Zai, we have Eichenwald, we have New Vostok, we have Takatomi that don't have permanent player populations. Why, again, are we going to send people to islands up further north before we actually develop the southern part of our country, which is the most vulnerable because it's so scarce? Why are
Again,
we going to, again,
I've been recruiting
I
people
can
for
I finish
Kralap
what I'm
and
saying also because
Kagami.
I didn't get a chance to fully respond to that. Why are we not focusing on the country itself before we go ahead overseas and expand? We don't have a functioning army right now.
Because people are asking for overseas
Why are we
expansion.
focusing on that instead of trying to make a permanent player population? And furthermore, Tony, about the party, being in a coalition doesn't make the party defunct. Being in a coalition just means your parties come together on a unified mission. That does not make your party
Well,
defunct. Your party is
and
still voice of the North. That your party is still voice of the North. Therefore, I will see you as a member of Party of the North because your coalition disbanded. Therefore,
okay,
you are still that party. So again, the person that is supposed to represent everybody in this nation is part of a party that only is supposed to represent the people of the North.
again,
Fuck everybody in
will,
the South. Fuck everybody in the South. But,
will,
but,
will.
but,
Okay,
let me finish. I didn't even get to finish all his points. I wrote them
Mira,
down.
niños, no se
because
calman las 5 las
I didn't.
2.
I didn't even
Will,
get to
have
finish
you
all my
recruited
points, and I wrote them
anybody
down.
for
And
any
everything.
of the towns in the South, Will? Have you done anything for the towns in the South, or are you just yapping? Have you actually done anything for them? Because
I actually have.
guess who's been recruiting,
I gave Cray. I
for
gave Cray.
Kralap? Guess who's
I
been
gave
recruiting for
Cray
people
up.
in the South?
I. Let me finish what I'm saying. I gave Cray up a mending god rod because he needed a rod because he likes fishing. I
Okay,
offered Cray. I just was DMing Cray up earlier. I was just DMing Cray up earlier. Hey, I have this AU plan. If we set up some farms here, we'll get you any resource you need to start building up your town because that is what priority is.
again, I've been
You
recruiting
are
to
more
Kralap's
focused. You
town
are more
for him.
focused.
I've been recruiting
You are
people
more
to Kralap's
focused.
town for
You
him.
are more focused. You are more focused on the people of Sunport than everybody in this nation. I think it's
I've
been
literally
shown.
been recruiting to Kralap's town for him, you donkey.
Okay. See, and now you're resorting to insults.
Oh my god, you're
Oh, okay,
genuinely
okay.
gonna make me
Come
crash
on,
out.
So
Aussie.
the
Come
thing,
on, Aussie. I told you, don't get heated with me. It's not personal. It's a friendly fade. Come on.
no, okay. So the thing
Hey,
is,
you're serious, huh?
he has been recruiting for other towns.
Tony. Respectfully,
I've been
I
there.
like to debate Aussie. He even said before he doesn't want anyone up here that's not nonpartisan. So what's your point?
Point
Respectfully.
is, respect. The point is, even though I work with Aussie, Aussie knows I also have my own ideas, and at the end of the day, um, to be honest, it's borderline 1v1v1 because at the end of the day, Aussie knows I have my own ideas and plans and ideologies. Some of it does align with him, some of it doesn't. And I think so. Technically, this is a 1v1v1. It's a three-way, basically, three-way
So you're running
combat.
for sori-dijan as well.
No, 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 no. More or less, it's more within our own little sphere of politics rather than just I don't want to run as Dojan. I don't think as someone who's been around for 1 month, should lead, even though I have experiences in other servers. I've just recently joined. I don't know everybody here, so no, I'm not gonna run for Doge. I'm not gonna run. Why? Because I don't fully understand this entire country. Therefore, I should not be able to. I've been around as much as you have, so I personally feel I shouldn't feel for to run for Doge because I don't have the experience to do so. And at the end of the day, personally, if you're new, you probably shouldn't. But maybe if you want, go right ahead. I won't stop you if you want to run. Go right ahead. But I personally, even though I have experience in leading countries within Minecraft roleplay, I don't want to because I've just recently joined, and all I want to do is build my own town and maybe get a little bit more expansion for Zuma. Because quite frankly, Aussie has given me the ability to actually work on the things I want to do. So to a
Hmm.
degree, I feel like a lot of us, I get it. Some leaders should probably go out and give it to them when they want to, but also some players prefer to actually grind and do it. When I joined, me and Georgie, we grinded. We went to that
Okay.
little freaking island. We built our little base. We built massive farms. We did it on our own. We didn't even ask Aussie until he met me and told me to go over there. Then later over time, I would ask, "Yo, can you give me this? Can you give me that?" He would give it to me because I asked. He does make a good point.
Hmm.
Some players are either too shy or too scared to ask. Some are not, and others they prefer to grind. They prefer to actually gain it. The armor I wore, the tools I have, and some of the weapons I've created, I got it by myself. The rest was eventually given by Aussie because he saw there was potential and he gave it to me. And he allowed me to make my own forge. And in Sunport, I'm making weapons as much as fast as I can, but due to money and so
Hmm.
far no contracts have been made. But again, that's because Robotic has not responded. And again, that is not his fault. To anybody here, I do not hate Robotic. He is an awesome chill dude. Sadly, again, communication is the problem. And he also does
Okay.
care. The problem is when you try to give ideas to get permanent populations, a lot of people who end up joining Stoneworks, you also have to realize what the content creator for Stoneworks, like I said earlier, accidentally creates this idea that where you can make conquests or be in charge of political changes where it creates some form of conquest or some form of expansionism. So it's really hard to maintain people to put people go to already pre-established settlements and make them live there. A lot of players don't want to do that, which sometimes it happens. I get that, and
I've
there's some
already
who
said
are.
multiple times that these settlements don't have much of anything.
And the thing is, I get that. It's already to a degree technically already established. They want to establish something on their own with nothing already there. That is the
So what
appeal
do
that
we
people.
do in the meantime until more land freezes up? We need
I
to
have.
have
More
other
land.
parts
That's
I
develop.
what we're
Here's
doing.
that
and here's what I'm going to also say because I'm not going to 1v2 people in debate
I'm not.
because it's
You're
clear that
one v one.
this is
You're
no, it's
no.
not a 1v1. It's a 1v2.
No,
So
because
I'm just going
I
to clear
don't.
that up that I'm not going to
No, no,
1v2
no.
people.
You can say it's a 1v2. I don't care because it is not.
Okay.
It is not. If I want to form my own political party, I'll probably do it. I don't do it because I don't have the ambition to create a political party. I don't have the
Okay.
ambition to run for sori-dijan. Is that pronounced? I
Sorry
can't
guys.
pronounce it. Sori-dijan. I don't have that ambition. The ambition I do have is to get new land, make my own things, and help provide that stuff to the rest of Azuma. I want to get enough XP bottles to help out with Aussie's brewing business, will eventually become my own separate business brewing system. So like that,
Careful, you
I
try to
could
buy
give.
you out.
No, he actually gave me help instead of buying me out. He has helped. Sometimes it is
Shocker.
just. It's not a shocker because at the end of
It
the
is a
day,
shocker. I've explained why it's a shocker. He's tried to
no,
buy out people before.
because the reasoning why it's not a shocker for me is because I am trying to. Why? Oh, so Georgie, ignore the ratism. Ignore the ratism. Okay, we're going to expel the rats eventually. Joking. But you know, for anyone who is Radis, by the way, that is just a joke. I do not want to involve the actual roleplay right now from that politics, as I know what happened in the
Okay,
past with the rats.
Tony,
It.
Tony.
Yes.
I think uh you should perhaps maybe we should let Will or somebody else. Okay, you've been talking for a
I would
little
like to
while.
finish what I was saying. I wouldn't to finish my original
But
comeback to
yeah,
that. I mean, so
finish.
yeah, I mean, your
You've made
political.
some very
Why
good
did
points.
I just get kicked? I just got kicked. All right, there we
Kick
go.
from what?
Inactivity. I wasn't moving.
Oh, okay. I was like, what did you kick from? Like, I got actually concerned for a minute.
Oh no.
I hate when they kick stuff for activity, but I get it. Sometimes when a server there's demand, I understand, but when it's empty, I don't think you should be kicked out because people be low key, just what's it called when you're that fucking cactus farm thing. I know for a fact if I want to make that shit, I don't want to be kicked out. I don't want to be constantly coming back and forth and shaking my goddamn
Okay,
mouse
Tony,
all the time.
Tony,
Yes,
you can stop now, okay?
zip, got it.
Thank you. I'm just gonna put you back
Right. So what I
in
was
the.
saying before, yeah, making your own party doesn't just making ending a coalition doesn't make your party defunct. It just ends the
Again,
coalition.
no,
But
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 it's not even a coalition anymore. It's just my party now. Well, I guess it is still a coalition
the
because
ACLF is a coalition of your party, Voice of the North, and Plains Old Party, right?
I literally just made the Voice of the North party because I didn't have any other party. I made it like less than an hour before we made the
Sure,
coalition.
I'm sure that's why you made it, but it was still your party, right?
No, not really. My party's the ACLF.
ACLF is a cool. All right.
Look, you have good points. We all have good points, but it's like, oh, Hills, why do you want to speak, bro? You know what?
Aye,
No, no.
aye, aye. Colin, I've known Aussie for a long time. Me and him go back a fair while. I've no idea what this whole debate's about, but I'd like to say something. I feel as though you lads should be a civil ban, and also Aussie,
Can you
whatever
repeat
he
that?
did, he usually does it in the good of the people. From his past morality and character, even if you try to knock him down, he'll always stop now.
Okay.
Just for
So
the
again,
context,
I don't disagree that he doesn't do what's good for the people. I just don't think he does what's good for the entire
Marine
people.
wants to
I
speak.
think it's
You
all
need
about,
to speak.
but that's it.
Marine, what do you have to say?
Um, yeah, sorry, I'm just sitting here. I just want to speak on Will's behalf, actually, not speak for him, but kind of say the role of the sori-dijan is as I understand it, the communal representative of the people to the government. Within the overall government itself, there are many different roles, many different positions, and of course, we are a meritocratical, democratical, oligarchical structure. Therefore, we sit before us. We have two community leads. Yes, one of them has only been here for a month, but that doesn't necessarily disqualify him. In my experiences, have seen people who have been around for less time be more active in the community, be people who are pushing the community forward, who are bringing change, and have actually been great for bringing a fresh perspective into a government which has maybe been around for a couple of months. Same thing, somebody who has experienced the community also has that knowledge. Time spent within the nation is not a disqualifying factor. It all just depends on who the person is and how they want to go about and use that time. I think when it comes to these two people, I've had the pleasure of actually interacting with both of them,
Hello.
and I've had the pleasure of being in a space where they've both helped me into this space. Aussie brought me into Sunport and brought me into this nation when I was asking for a place, and Will brought me into Shinchoku and provided me a house and a larger room. Sorry, Aussie.
Yeah,
Um,
you were homeless for a while. But I did try to get you a
I've,
house, but you just weren't on when I was on.
that's all fair enough, and we all have our different times. But I think the question that really is well, the question which is really the most important here is, as a community lead, as a community representative, and I want to ask you guys both individually to kind of steer away from some of the other hot topics like the vassalization, like town this, town that, north versus south, all that kind of stuff. In one sentence, one from Aussie, one from Will, how would you best describe Azuma and the community of Azuma?
A friendly nation that's a bit too trusting.
I can go next.
Yep.
Okay. I would say a well organized nation that, while has its issues, is still on the path to greatness.
Yeah. In 3 dot points, as the sori-dijan, as the community representative, as the person that we as the people of Azuma are going to elect to be our voice to the government, our voice to the parliament, our voice be the representative and the community leads and the leaders in this entire community and representing the entire nation. In 3 dot points, how are you going to go about doing that?
Will can go first.
Okay. Uh, you're asking in 3 dot points, how would I be able to? I'm sorry, rephrase the question.
How would you go about in your role of sori-dijan? Like just three. Like, of course, you could probably have many different points, but how would you go about enacting that role and acting in that role? Like, what would you improve? What would
Um,
you do?
well, I would say first, I would say listening. I think hearing everybody and what they have to say when they're actually online is a big thing. I would say organization. I would like to be able to organize everybody into a system where we can learn not only just their time zones, but I want to also understand what their issues are. Again, I brought up earlier about 17% are either in the middle or disapproval of this government. And I would say third, as I would honestly say, what's an adjective for this? I don't know how to describe it. I would say engage. Engagement is everything. I think being in front of your people in a constant state is everything. So I think having time to make these events, fully process them and think them out with the government is my third.
Aussie?
Well, obviously, get more people into our nation so we can be active and big. Uh, I would organize more events so that we could have cool stuff to do as a group. I would, third, I'd probably work on making sure that, Azuma had an external source of money coming into the nation to make us richer, because currently we have like the same $1 million just kind of circulating through Azuma's economy with no real outside source of cash into the country, which I don't think is going to help us.
Hmm. Okay. Um, next question, kind of following off, and you guys would have touched on this in your responses just then, but in in your um in your what's that? In your opinion, right? What is the single greatest issue that Azuma is facing, and how are you going to go about resolving that issue as your position of sori-dijan?
External threats, and the way I would go around helping fix that is by making us stronger so that we can't get jumped and stuff taken off of us like we have all throughout our history.
Mm-hmm. Um,
I would say fix. Oh, sorry.
sorry, go, Will. Finish, you say?
Oh, I would say fixing the internal government. Right now we don't have a Sori-Daijin. We've just had a shuffle in our samurai council. I think establishing our government, making sure we know what we want, placing in ministers where we need them, making sure that we have a functioning jobs board is what we need to start with. Making sure people are employed.
Yeah, I had another question in my mind. It was really good, but then I started looking. I think I just want to go swing back to you, Aussie, and I want you to kind of elaborate um, on this whole point of your view is external, as I see, and your perspective, as you said, is the greater issue is external. So elaborate that on how are you going to go about rallying the community towards facing an external threat?
Obviously, like I was on Era's side with the whole nationalizing our arms industries so that we could actually afford to mass produce gear for our army. I was one of the main people who helped with actually founding our army. Like I came forward I got yes I am, ignore that. I got the people like who helped us found the army. I recruited them into our nation and I helped them set up, and they're the people, they're the people who are the mercenaries who are helping us set up our army. And basically, I think we should make our army stronger and get more gear and such. Because, like, if you look at Azuma, it's grown and it's shrunk a lot. Like, we've gone from, like, if you look at the map, where we are now, we used to control all the way to the river. We used to have, obviously, a little more land, we had a little less land at different points. And we've had chunks taken out of us by external people, and there are external people who still want to take chunks out of us. So my thing is we gotta make an army, we gotta make sure we have an active population who cares about our nation, and we gotta, stop us from getting jumped like we have throughout history, because there's been so many, like even now with the whole Carhen thing, they wanted to take our towns, and, we have the reason we have an active population is so we can defend from that. Like, like if you look on the map in the maps channel, where the river is, we used to control all of that. That used to be all part of Azuma, but Valeria and a Centaur and Solge. Solge doesn't exist anymore. Solge is now a Centaur. Like,
Hmm?
they took that off of us. Like, that used to be ours. And there's still people who have eyes on our land. There always has been. Azuma's always been a nation that just outlasts its enemies. But I think outlasting isn't going to
Mhm.
work for much longer. We should make a strong army so we can defend ourselves. And so instead of having to outlast people, we can go on the offensive. We can make ourselves stronger. We can get that extra land. We can get that extra money, and we can basically have us be the power on this continent, so we don't have to worry about getting stepped on anymore, getting stepped over, getting run over, getting pushed around. If we are the strongest, we cannot get pushed around like we have throughout our entire history. If we were strong enough, we wouldn't have had to go underneath Saharia to be safe, be safe from Valeria. But we
Yeah,
weren't strong enough. We need to be
no.
stronger.
All right. Thank you for that, Aussie. Will, is there anything you want to say in rebuttal to Aussie, or are you ready for a question for yourself?
I mean, what he said there is honestly, I would say the entire that idea right there of making a strong army, making sure we don't get trampled, making sure that we have a functioning arms industry, that's agreeable. I think everybody in this room that's a citizen, I think only citizens are allowed in here, would agree with that. I'm not saying we should have a weak army, we shouldn't expand it, we should get trampled over. I'm saying we should focus on the people. The role of the sori-dijan is to represent the people, run events, and create activity. How is it the role of the sori-dijan to run around and play general? It's not.
I'm not
I
running
understand.
around.
If
I'm not.
let me finish. I'm not. I didn't say where that you were, but the way you were acting kind of sounds a little bit like it. The role of the sori-dijan is that if the people truly say, "I want war," I would bring that strictly to the Sozai. I would bring it to the Samurai Camp Council, and we would talk about it. But it is not the role of the sori-dijan to run to be making business deals, or not business deals, but deals to say, "Hey, you can go take that island personally." It's not. And I will speak with the Sozai, and if he agrees with it, I would inform the player. That is what the Sozai is. The Sozai should know all. The Sozai should bless you.
Oh, sorry.
The
Please.
Sozai should know all, and it's the Sozai's decision whether someone can go and create a settlement on an island. However, in that meantime, I will continue to work for the people and listen to the people.
Could everybody please refer
Yeah.
to the graph that I'm about to put in the event stage?
Yeah.
Click on the
Um,
what?
It shows how many people wanted conquest.
Interesting.
War, conquest, strengthen conquest, reformation and military, military, helping new players, expansion and conquest, conquest. It seems like a lot of people wanted conquest.
Okay. And again, as I said before, I don't know if this was before you got up here, Marine. I want to have and I want to have so I want to have census reports sent out to individual towns to also single in and find out where this is largely coming from. If one city is all saying we want war, but the rest are saying I don't want to go to war, I kind of want help starting all, so I want help doing this. I think we have to take that into account. That's why I want to focus
See,
on the people. I want to get the broad look. We have the broad look, Aussie, but I want to single it in, and I want to find out where in these towns it is. And if this is truly that, then we'll bring it to the Sozai. But it's
Yeah.
not the role of the Sori Daijin to run around and play general.
Yep.
The role of the sori-dijan is to make events, keep the population active, and represent what the people want. I'm representing
Mhm.
what the people want, as you clearly look at that graph. I keep people active through, like, obviously, you don't like the way I act, obviously. You don't like the personality that I have. But the
I
personality that I
just said
make
it had
in
nothing personal.
Stoneworks.
Aussie, I want to make this
No,
clear. I want to preface this again.
I'm talking
Right.
about the personality that
Okay.
I play. The personality that I
I
play.
don't have a problem with your personality though. I've made that clear. Stop saying that because I like
The
you. You're cool.
the character that I play on Stoneworks is very,
Mhm.
well, autistic, retarded. And I do that for a reason, because it keeps people active, as you can see. It's always kept people active. Because it's like, this guy is so high energy and he's got so many plans, and people, when they join Stoneworks, you know what they want to do? They want to get in a video. They want to etch their names into the history of the server. Yeah? So what I
Sure.
do is I be a super high energy, like tons of plans. Yeah, sure, maybe play general or whatever, as you're saying. But my whole thing is I be very high energy. I make plans. I tell people about the plans. I don't, and that's how I keep people active, because people want to be on the server so they can get known, so they can have a story to tell. And my whole thing is I help them make that story through my actions, my hyperactive. You guys should go like high energy. The high energy and the plans are what makes the people stay active, because they're like, dude, this guy has so many cool plans, and I could be like part of this. I make people feel like they can be part of a bigger thing, and like that's what this is all about. The sori-dijan's job is to make the people feel like they're part of a bigger thing, make them feel like they're included, make them feel that it's worth it to stay active.
Mm.
And all you're saying is we should focus in on internal things. That's not going to make people stay active, because people are going to let's face it. Let's face it. The Minecraft players, they're like a baby. You jingle a bell in front of them and like, oh, shiny. It like the
I
the
just
whole
want.
the whole we need to
I
focus internally thing isn't going to keep the players active. The whole job of the sori-dijan is to keep the players active. We still can focus in on the internal stuff, but the job of the
okay.
sori-dijan is to have that energy to make people go, hey, I should stay active. There's so much cool stuff we can do. And
Okay.
going, oh, we should focus in on the boring internal stuff. That's not going to keep people active.
Boring internal
Ozzy,
stuff.
I'm just gonna
I
stop
think.
there because
Okay.
there has been a lot of talk about external stuff, and I just want to like I was gonna say one last thing, but I think really I don't think there's been enough discussion on the internal stuff at all to be able to say that, because as a person who has dealt with government and has dealt with this a position similar to this myself, the if you ignore the internal, if you ignore the thing and focus solely on the external stuff, and I'm not saying this in rebuttal, I'm just saying this to the stage. um, if you ignore the internal stuff, then people lose their joy in the actual nation themselves, because we're not always going to be at war, and war can be very stressful, very stressful.
Yeah,
I've had
not
people have I've had people who have had to leave the server for a period of time because of war. War is not a fun time. It's only fun if you're big, is strong, and powerful. Now, internal stuff that you got events and stuff, and as a sori-dijan, and this is the last thing I want to say now before I concede to Error, and I understand Error wants to start a Q&A session. Unless they say otherwise. But as the role of the sori-dijan, I just want to say this to the stage, to you two, and to anybody who's just joining now. The sori-dijan, as according to the Constitution or the Azumic Accords, says this. The responsibility of the sori-dijan is ensuring activity and happiness in the nation, run events and make announcements, recruit new members to the nation, represent the will of the citizens in Azuma powers of the powers of the sori-dijan. All powers granted to a member of the Samurai Council, exempt from Samurai Council taxes, and hosts events, and to recommend honor awards. I'll leave that for people to think about. I'll leave that for you two to think about in your response to these answers and questions, and I will concede my time and everything else to Erapanda.
Could I quickly respond to that?
Catsy wants to ask if
Error,
he
you
can
there?
speak.
I didn't even get a chance to respond to that. Can I do that now?
I don't know. He left the
All right.
stage, I guess.
Marine did. I don't know if air is even really there. So my response to that is I'm not saying that players should lose their excitement to just sit there and focus on internal things. But Marine again brought up a good point, and this is what I've been running on. We need to make sure that this nation is ready to go to war. We can't go to war when we have as claims as big as Takatomi that are scarcely populated and have no people there actively building in it. I'm not saying people should give up their look for being in a video, but I'm saying that you have there's a responsibility in the government to run that we have to initiate, and we have to make sure that every town has a permanent population that's happy and functional. You have to understand, not everybody is going to be in that YouTube video. I guarantee you there are tons of people that were looking forward to being in that YouTube video. And you know what? They probably were disappointed that they weren't in it. So we shouldn't be trying to build up this idea that you're going to be in a YouTube video if you get into this nation. You're going to be able to do this. We need to be prepared. We need to have people in this nation. We
Just
need to
saying,
have
you might
people in
not
this nation.
necessarily be in a Stonework YouTube video, but you will be in a YouTube video because I make YouTube videos as well.
Is that as big as the Stoneworks YouTube channel? I'm sorry. Can I finish
Nah,
talking now?
it's got like 30 people,
All right.
but
So,
hey.
all right. Your YouTube channel isn't as big as the Stoneworks channel or the I think it's Red Fire guy, Red Firefox. So anyway, you're not guaranteed to make that limelight that people are looking for. People click on Stoneworks videos, not Aussie Palm videos to join the server. I'll concede my time. I do have to go to the bathroom, so we can have the Q&A.
Okay, guys, everybody needs to just wait a second. This is very important. I'm gonna send everybody a link to my writing. Nah. But like the thing is, right? And I'm not saying that I won't also do internal stuff. I'm just very
You just said that was
externally.
boring in terms of.
Yeah, it's boring. The people like we're still gonna do it, but the people don't necessarily want to really know about it because what people like obviously we're still gonna do the internal stuff. Yes, well it might be boring, but that's not what the people are interested in. The people are interested in the interesting stuff, the cool stuff. Like yeah, still gonna do internals. We still have to do internals. We're always gonna still do internal stuff. I'm just saying that what I'm gonna be focusing on for the people is the external stuff. I'm still gonna do internal stuff because that needs to happen, but the external stuff is the
You seem
interesting stuff
heavily
that the
focused
people are
on
gonna.
external.
Yeah, because that's where most of our problems are right now.
Okay, I would disagree, but all right. If people want to come
Yeah,
up
you
with the
seem to say
Q&A,
I disagree to a lot of stuff I say, so I don't really know what you
it's
want to
like
say
we're
to that.
debating each other. And I just want to say it again, Aussie. I don't have a problem with you. I know you said this earlier. I don't. I like you, bro. You're chill. I don't have a problem with you, your personality, your character. We believe in two different things. Okay, so don't please don't take this personal.
I'm just like here because I want to be like that person that people go, hey, this guy's cool. We can I'm here to make the nation active. Error. Check that your mic input is set to the right thing in Discord. And then if that's not working, check that your mic input is set to the right thing in settings.
I was hoping we'd end this at 12:30.
It's 2:25 p.m. for me, so.
I need to use the bathroom and talk for like an
Okay.
hour and a half.
Your thing's not even lighting up, Error. Just saying. At least not on our screen. Maybe just try leaving and rejoining.
Yo, I wonder if he's been talking this whole time.
He's been talking this whole time, but it's just not been picking up.
Oh, you. Oh man. Short break.
Hills just said we need a piss break comedy show brought to us by him. So, do you like want to go take a piss and Hills can do his comedy or whatever?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, Hills, get your ass in here. He's gonna take a piss. Yeah, actually gonna have
Can't
to
see
do good
Marine guard my
jokes,
body.
otherwise, if you don't make good jokes for Hills, you're gonna be executed. Don't punch me, please. Thank you. Hills, make some good jokes.
No, let me look at. God. Oi, Aussie.
Yeah?
Why did they invite the mushroom to the party?
Why?
Because he's a fungi.
Haha. 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 Can you guys stop beating me, please? I don't particularly like it. Okay, well,
You know,
huh?
Aussie, this is an interview now. What are your opinions on Vegemite?
I like it.
Vegemite.
Okay.
I think Aussie should be demoted for liking Vegemite.
I'm gonna have GIF up here because he seems to want to talk. He's had his hand up for a while. GIF, get your ass up here. GIF. He's just not speaking. Did he leave? Okay, I'm gonna get Lightning up here. He seems to want to speak.
Hi. I wanted to talk to you guys. I know Will's not here, but I wanted to talk to you guys about your policies. It seems like you're both split on internal, external. My question to you guys is, how will you help increase the population of, say, your towns? Like, not focusing on the south, not focusing on the north, your towns in general.
Well, I don't need to increase the population of my town anymore. It's pretty much full at this point. It doesn't make sense to recruit more people into my town. So what I'm doing
Okay,
instead is Ow. Seriously,
is
GIF. Is I'm
recruiting
recruiting
others?
people
Yes.
into other towns. So like I've been recruiting people into Etchenwold and stuff like that for Craylab. And basically my town, like sure we have some rooms open, but I have it's the biggest town in Azuma, and I agree that probably isn't the best having like one massive town that isn't the capital. But also there's a reason it's the biggest, it's because
Yeah.
it's like actually fun to be in. So yeah, I've been helping I've been recruiting people for other towns. So that's what I've been doing. Whenever somebody says they need a town, I recruit them somewhere else now. Because Sunport's just full. Like I can't I'm not gonna recruit any more people in here, it's just not fair.
Yeah. However, how much of your town is active?
I reckon a large portion of this VT is from my town.
Hmm.
I think it's like 10 people that are active, like a day, but I can't get like a good estimate because time zones. Like Hammerhead, Toleranto,
Yes.
Marine, Jorgi, Tony, they're all from my town. So, like,
Well, since Will isn't here, I'm just gonna hit you with a dad joke. Let's see, what do I have? I can't think of any dad jokes anymore. Gosh dang it. Okay, sorry. I guess that's the end of what I wanted to say.
hey Camo, can I have an arrow? Camo, can I have an arrow?
I need to switch.
Wait, don't stab me. What did I do? I'm on fire. Sword, do you want to speak? Sword? Hey, GIF, can you stop murdering Hammerhead? Please and thank you. Does anybody have an arrow?
Hello? Okay.
Oh,
What's happening? I see a dev on the screen.
yeah, I don't know. We were just asking you if you wanted to speak, because, you know, we're kind of waiting for Will to get back from piss break.
Are you guys having a debate?
Yeah, I'm gonna go take a piss real quick as well. You just talk or whatever, make jokes or something, keep people entertained.
Well, I found a menu book if anyone wants to buy that.
Hey, I have a dad joke. Does everyone want to hear it? Okay. I don't always tell dad jokes, but when I do, he laughs.
Oh, my mic
Hey,
is not working. God damn it. Hello, hello, hello.
hey, Ozzy. I just told a really good dad joke.
Yeah, I heard you, but my mic is just being retarded.
Oh, yes. Oh, Lightning has a dad joke. He has one now. No, we cannot hear you, Aeropanda.
Legitimately error. Did you check your share your screen, dude? Error. I'll walk you through going into your settings and fixing your shit because I'm pretty sure I know what's up.
Alright, so, the dad joke is, I'm reading a book about anti-gravity. It's impossible to put down. I mean, it just keeps floating away from my hands.
Nice.
I am back. Sorry.
Why was the belt arrested?
I don't know.
Alright.
Because it held up a pair of pants. It was a real criminal in the fashion world.
Alright. Panda or does Marine? Can Panda still not speak?
Panda still can't speak.
Jeez.
Yeah, I'm
Alright.
pretty sure it's something. If go into your settings and check that your main input device is set to your microphone, and then if that doesn't work, go into your Discord and check that your input device is set to your microphone. And then if that doesn't work, just join the VC on your phone or something, bro.
Or just join the VC on your phone.
Alright.
Hey,
So
Catsy,
is
can
this
I have
kind
an
of
arrow?
are we just killing each other?
I don't
Uh,
even know.
Catsy, I will shoot you. Stop resisting.
Catsy, can I have an arrow? Can somebody have an arrow I can have?
I only have one. This is an infinity bow.
Yeah. No, Catsy, can I have an arrow? Just a singular arrow. Come on, KG, Storm, Camo. Come on, thank you. There we go. So, are we gonna resume the debate or what?
we're waiting for Error
Yeah, we're
to
waiting
get
for
his mic fixed up, so then we can start doing questions and answers. Because Error's had a whole bunch of questions submitted to him while you guys were talking, and I think that's the next part here of it all. Wait,
Oh wait, can I
where's
ask
Aussie?
Will the question that I asked? Sorry.
Oh no, I was going to do something memey, but I was like, let's have a PvP battle. No armor, fists only. In the middle here, Will versus Aussie.
no armor and fist.
Me versus- I
Hold
got
on.
Zoran.
Hello.
Wait, no armor
Hello.
and fist, right?
Yes,
Okay.
he's
Is this
back.
mic working? What was it, dude? What broke your mic?
Jesus. I don't know, man. My settings are all right. I just can't connect.
What did you check to the left?
So I can hear you. Hmm?
Yo, why is
To the
Catsy just getting
left?
killed?
Because they were all right.
Yeah, my settings are right. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting DDoSed or something. Who cares?
Cole, stop murdering me. It's me.
I'll be back.
I didn't realize I could invite myself into the stage. I've got a joke for y'all. It's really good. Can I say it?
Yes.
What did the deaf-blind kid get for Christmas? Cancer.
I get.
Just watch Marine fall and die. Yo,
That's horrific. I'm gonna mute.
what is happening? Why
Hammerhead, stop
they're
shooting
shooting up
at
the
me!
theater?
Stop shooting me!
There's an active shooter in the theater.
Yeah, it's Hammerhead.
Oh,
Wow! I just got
I did
assassinated.
not think you. I thought you had armor on.
Mate, I pretty obviously don't have armor on.
I couldn't see you. I was like on the corner.
He just assassinated me. Oh, can you accept my TPA?
I thought I did. Sorry.
Anyway, so what was I gonna say? Era, are you speaking now? You had some questions or whatever. Era, hello. Oh my God, did his mic break again?
Yeah, you're here.
Era, hello.
He's speaking. Do you not hear him?
No, am I fucking retarded? I'm gonna leave and rejoin. Hello?
He's a minister.
Is Era speaking right now?
Can you still not hear him?
No, I'm gonna. Can I try ending the stage and then like restarting it?
Wait, can anybody in the crowd hear him?
I can.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna end the stage and restart it real quick because I think it's broke. Hello, Era?
How about we just server mute people that aren't supposed to be speaking, and then we just
I still can't hear Era though.
Oh, okay.
Is he speaking right
Yeah,
now?
that's.
Eric, are you
Is Era speaking?
I don't think he is.
Oh, I wish. Oh, can I just throw something? I'll wait till the thing restarts. And I really wish I checked it earlier.
Hello?
Oh yeah, I can
There
hear
he
you.
is.
Oh my god, I'm even on my computer this time. Holy shit. Okay.
Do we
Let's
want to
go.
go back to the stage now?
That stage is cursed. I'm gonna write lore about this.
Yeah, we should make another stage. We should make it like a citizen stage for only citizenry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just have the thing here. Just.
Hello, robotic.
I don't
Yeah.
think everybody
Hey,
that was.
robotic.
Sorry, I don't think everybody
You
that was
missed the
in there
political
would be able
debate.
to. No, he was. No, robotic wasn't there. I'm pretty sure everybody that was in that thing won't be able to join here, but oh well. Because I'm pretty sure we had like 2 or 3 foreigners in there just listening.
But true, they did just fill out citizen applications today. I can
Oh yeah,
Aussie.
get them. It was
those are my guys. Well, you can let them if you
KG
let them.
Storm and Yumi.
You can let them in if you want to. Like I know them from a different nation. But
Okay.
like it's up to you.
Aussie, get down there and.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'll
We're
let
just gonna.
Marine, what are you doing? You menace.
So anyway, you had questions and answers, Era?
Yeah, let me figure out where I had them. Let's see. Okay. So basically, one of them was asked to me, and they wanted to remain anonymous. It was if you had a plan to keep the country united. I feel like we spent most of the time going over that, though.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh wow.
Other than
Oh,
that,
hard
most of it was lost to the me joining and rejoining the event stage.
Damn.
Oof. So, is there anything else we want to talk about, or are we just gonna like play games?
Oh,
There's
okay.
one thing I would like to talk about.
I have a
So,
question.
oh, okay.
If that's okay, if we're doing Q&As.
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
What are the candidates' opinions on trying to buy a RP token or a war token?
I think it's probably a good idea because it would give us a war shield, although I don't know if it's possible right now.
I'm gonna give added context. You have to get a brand new one. You have to make a ticket with the server admins and then run a roleplay event, and you get a token if your event was good enough.
Okay.
Yeah, I know that, but there were people in chat offering to sell them, and I was just wondering what.
Oh, buying?
Probably because they're expiring a lot earlier than they used to.
I have a question too.
Guys, Hills has a question. What's your question, Hills?
So are you are your citizens allowed to exercise themselves for labor?
I have no idea what you just said.
He just. Oh, I thought he left. What the fuck?
No. Are your citizens allowed to outserve themselves for labor?
Yeah, you're allowed to get jobs and do shit. Yeah.
Okay.
He just asked if they're allowed to get jobs.
Yeah. Does anyone want to work as a barkeep?
Work as a barkeep where?
So I have a tavern.
Oh. Where do you live? I'm confused. I don't think I've seen you in game.
I know Hills from a
Nova
different
Scotia.
MC server.
I live in Nova Scotia a lot, in the
He
Maritimes.
meant in the game.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry.
I'd work as a barman. Where's the bar? I'll work there.
Where do you live? I live with my parents. Where do your parents live? They live with me.
Experience to work at a bar too, error.
Yeah, I'd love to work at a bar.
Oh, so it's okay. There's a bit of travel. I can compete for the travel.
I think he's talking about
It's all right.
like.
Oh.
Aussie.
Yeah.
The tavern is called the Victor.
Awesome.
It's called the Tavern Victoria. Beautiful historic tavern in the districts. It's white and no English
Awesome.
can apply. And all people of Australian descent get half off on beers.
Okay. Well, anyway, so Will, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, I
Did I
wish I
lie
had
about
seen
being
this.
Australian? Never mind. This is going in a different direction.
Yeah, I wish I had remembered this earlier, but it had more to do with the census that was done, right? So you said that what people wanted to see was conquest, right?
Yeah.
Why?
Ah.
Why do you think they said that?
So what
Okay.
was better?
Era, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Can you go into Sunport announcements?
Oh, you mean when I told people to vote for Conquest? Yeah, I did do that.
Yeah. So I'm confused when you say the people want this, but you actively influence them to say one thing. So I'm just confused. I don't know what the people.
People should say that. It's really up to them what they say. I can't make them say
Remember to put conquest for what you want to see from the government. You've influenced that vote. That vote is illegitimate. How can I then
Just
say
because
this is what
somebody
the people
influences a vote doesn't mean it's illegitimate.
What? If you actively tell someone to vote a certain way, then I can't really say that that vote is legitimate.
I can't make them vote a certain way. I can say, hey, you should vote this way.
No, you said remember to put conquest. You actively said to remember to put that. You actively told them to do that. Not you should.
Matey, that's just a political party slogan. That's not like
Again,
meddling. That's just like someone
No,
tells you to vote green or something.
no. He actively said to Sunport citizens in Sunport announcements, remember to put conquest for what you want to see from the government. He
and
actively told
that's
them
like,
what to
yeah,
see.
and what do the Democrats say? They say, remember to vote for us. Vote for
He
Democrats.
says, yeah, they say this is
Or the Republicans
Democrats.
say vote for Republicans, but remember to vote for Republicans. Me telling people that they should vote for something isn't like making the vote illegitimate. People are able to tell people that they
It
think they
is
should vote for
illegitimate because
things.
you told them to remember to put that.
How does that make it
I think
illegitimate? Just
I
because I
think
tell somebody
to be
to vote?
Because
fair,
how do I know that this is what the people truly want when you've actively
Well,
told them to vote a certain way? So I think
because
what you need
because
then is
if the people didn't want it that way, they wouldn't have put it in there. If the
but how
people
can
like
we
I think
tell? How can
I
we
think the
tell?
problem isn't that you told them, Aussie. It's that you told them in an official government capacity. It's
You
not
said this in
that
announcements.
it's not that I disagree with Will that there's a problem with someone telling you to vote a certain way if they don't have any power over how you vote. But I do see a problem with telling people in government announcements to do a certain way.
it's
You're
not government
using. You're
announcements, it's my
using.
town's announcements, which is different.
Fair point. But it's still a
Say that again.
governmental entity, which is still
Yes.
part of the government.
Yeah, political entities exist. Yeah, okay.
No. I said a governmental entity. You're
It's not
using
a
a governmental entity to like represent your personal party.
Yes. That's what I'm
no.
saying. The announcement
My
you added.
party represents my town because my party is like my town is represented by my party. So I'm telling people to do something that represents the town. Again,
Yeah.
me telling
Patsy,
people to vote a certain way isn't like against the rules.
you're using announcements to tell them to do something. You've actively told them to vote a certain way. How do we know? And because this is an
Because I'm
announcement
not
too.
I
forcing
feel
them to
like
This
vote.
isn't.
we've learned everything we can from this line of thought. By the way, I've been saying stuff like this the whole friggin' debate, trying to move things along. So we're gonna move on to the next question. All right.
I feel
So,
as
Oh
though,
my
Will, you're just being
god.
pedantic and you're causing problems for no reason.
yeah,
I
hold
Can
on.
I?
Feel as
So
though
Can
I'm
I?
basically,
being
I've
some
got a
kind of
couple
rude
other
person.
Let
questions.
Air speak.
Okay.
So
Uh, I,
my first question as Sosai. No, who had something they wanted to say?
I did. Hammerhead. I am
Go
a
ahead. Yeah.
citizen of both towns here. I feel like I'm probably one of the people who sees both sides pretty evenly here. As someone who was a full Sunport citizen when Ozzy made that announcement, I 100% voted purely because he told me to, and I did not know anything else. So I'm not saying he like rigged it or anything, and that's not what people want. But at least specifically in my case, that definitely like fully decided my vote because the mayor of my town told me to do that.
Exactly. If you tell
The mayor of a
if
town is
We're
allowed to
gonna.
tell its people to do something.
Children,
And where
we've
in the
got this
rules?
thought. We're
Where
talking
in
about
the
this.
rules is it against? How is it against? Like, it's not against the rules to say, "Hey, as your mayor, I think you should vote for this."
I think we've talked about this enough. We can continue.
All right. So next question: who's gonna
It's just
pay me the
Will doing
most money to
political
vote for
wordsmithing.
you?
I will.
Say that again.
Who's
come
gonna
on.
pay me the most money to vote for you?
Probably I
I'm
can.
kidding. Okay, let's move on.
How much money does Ozzy have?
I have another question that's very important. What
Yes,
what are Will and Ozzy? What are your favorite Pixar films?
that is a great question.
That is a fire question.
I have no idea.
I will judge you on your answer.
Probably Finding Nemo.
Uh,
Is
uh,
all right,
That's
and I'm gonna get
unacceptable.
judged because I'm a grown ass man saying this. Is I think Princess and the Frog is Pixar, right?
No, it's Disney.
That's Disney,
Christ,
right?
what is? I
That's
can never
Disney.
still understand the difference between the two. Is
The difference between the two is Pixar was made in the 1980s. It was founded in a separate organization in California. Originally it made the first movie was Tin Smith, but then it moved on to Toy Story. Toy Story was a Pixar original, but then Disney bought Pixar, so they acted a conglomerate.
oh, Pixar enthusiast. I looked it up, but I'm gonna say Cars. I love that comedy
You know,
business.
Aussie, he has a better choice than you. I'm switching my vote.
W
Personally,
answer.
I would
W
say
answer.
Wally. Wally is my favorite Pixar movie.
Well, you're a goddamn
W-
hater. You probably like the
Wally
action one.
Wally is such a fire answer.
The animated or the live action?
There's an anime?
Will,
Oh,
W answer.
Oh, animated. I didn't know
Not
there's a
an
live
amazing
action
movie.
version.
Wally
It's
Not
son.
an amazing Pixar movie, but The Good Dinosaur.
Ooh,
Bro,
That's like
the Good
the wrong
Dinosaur is
answer.
mid.
Out of all the answers, that's the wrong one.
The Good
Good
Dinosaur is
Dinosaur
such
was
a
actually
mid
kind of
movie.
Andrews, that's the wrong answer. That's how you sound. You sound so
Fuck
lame
you.
and
So
gross
mid.
and
It's so mid.
boring. Yeah.
good.
Okay, also, do we have to be a pirate like a citizen of the Samurai Republic to own land?
No, or well,
Yes.
yeah.
Damn.
I thought you were already a citizen, weren't you?
Oh no, I accidentally joined in our nation, and now I'm part of one of the Commonwealths and own like 50 chunks of land.
Huh.
And I own
Okay.
a Reefland inside of Farfium now. Oi, does
I-
anyone want to buy shares of land? I'll make a Ponzi scheme.
Yeah, I'll
Only
do
if
He's
I'm on
using
the
this
ground
bait.
floor.
I've got
He
a
is
better
using
idea
this
than a
debate
Ponzi
as a
scheme.
marketing.
How about a pyramid scheme?
True.
Every person you invite onto my land, you get one drink in the beer.
Mm. In the beer.
In the beer.
I swear, he sounds Irish.
God damn it, fuck you too.
From Nova Scotia, respect his culture.
You call me goddamn Nova
I'm
Scotia.
French Canadian. French Canadian as well. What the fuck?
No, you're Quebecer. I'm Acadian.
Quebecer. Why was there a hard R?
Why did he say
It's a
Quebecer like it was
Quebecer,
a
bro.
slur? Why did you say it like it was a slur?
You
Like it was
goddamn Quebecer.
filthy.
Being
Filthy
Oh, man.
Quebecers.
called a Quebecer is like being called a Newfie.
It's the hardest word ever.
Alright, can we get back to the debate?
When that started with the N, I thought it was going somewhere completely else, and I got scared.
All right. You're just killing each other. Are we still doing this?
Yeah, let's
I don't think
continue.
Yeah. I did have a legit question. Let me remember. I'll check my notes.
Their
Okay.
favorite Disney movie.
Yeah, answer that while I figure it out.
Again, Finding
I have a
Nemo,
question,
mainly just
too.
because I used to watch it like repeatedly as a kid.
Nemo is a goddamn Pixar film.
I don't know, man.
We'll try better.
Wow.
Oi, Will, what is your favorite Disney film?
I would have to go with the Princess and the Frog.
Favorite
It's a
controversial
banger.
Disney film.
It's a banger.
It's good. Like I watched it like a year ago. Like it was so great.
Your first, oh god.
No, not
You
just
didn't
not for
have
the
a
first time, but I
childhood.
went back to
This
watch
is
it.
why. This is why you're so messed up. You didn't have a childhood. We need to have a marathon watching every single Disney princess movie.
We watch
I'm
every
a big
single
fan
Cars
of
movie after
Aladdin.
that.
Bro,
Personally, my
Cars.
favorite Disney movie is Alvin and the Chipmunks.
That's not even
I
a
don't
Disney
believe
movie.
you.
Hammer,
Damn it.
Yeah, it
Hammer, say
is.
your next
Oh,
words
wait.
carefully.
I'm a
Oh my
big.
god.
God
Didn't
damn it.
Ian die?
Wait, that's
Let's
Nickelodeon.
go Aladdin.
Didn't Ian die?
No, Ian did not die. He's not dead yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm good with
Freaking,
Aladdin. Aladdin.
In the filming of the third Alvin and the Chipmunks movie, when they're on the cruise ship, he was treated so badly that he said he was never going to do another Alvin and the Chipmunks movie again.
Damn.
Holy
What they
crap.
do to him?
Imagine getting abused on Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Well, it's a Nickelodeon movie. So
Dan Schneider was
True.
there. He probably was doing that.
But they
yeah,
got pictures of his
damn.
feet, too.
Probably.
Definitely.
The guy from
I didn't-
Arrested Development?
Yeah. Next question. How do we feel about Dan Schneider?
I don't
Who?
even know
Lock
who
him
that
up.
is.
Um,
Me
Here's a good
personally,
question.
I've known Dan Schneider my whole life. Dude never did nothing wrong.
How much were you paid to say this?
Don't. Oh, absolutely
She
nothing. Don't take
enjoys
my
the
age
beat
into
things.
question,
Stop
bro.
attacking each other.
Patsy, I'm going to.
I'm always getting. Just take it.
Patsy,
Going
you
outside
will.
in the ring.
I have a
Can we
shit
just
Robotic,
take.
you
kick
had a
Patsy out?
question.
Kick Patsy out.
Hold on, I do have a question though. Out of
Shut
all
up,
three of the
Patsy.
Cars movies,
Okay. Arapanda, back to your important question. Could you
Please
please
mute
repeat
him.
what it was?
First
Cars 1.
one.
But
The first one is
back to my important question. Cars 3
Because
has
I
so
think
much
the girl
potential.
cars in there most.
Shut up.
I
All right,
think if you
Robotic, you
want
had a
Cars
question,
2,
and then we'll
it's
go to
Fast.
my question.
Mater, average intelligence.
What was your question? I've just muted a bunch of people. What was your question, Era?
Not here.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So how would you? What a portion, like vague proportion of funds the government collects would you put towards the
They're not
war
in
effort?
charge of that. Next question. Okay.
Fair enough.
So,
Damn.
let's
Are
see.
you
Which
trying to hide
penguin from
something?
Penguins of
Here's where
Madagascar
you
is your
hide something,
favorite?
Will. Are you taking jokes there? Are
Rico.
you stealing money from the government? Okay, Will is stealing money from the government, confirmed.
What?
All right.
Aussie
Money in the
hasn't
government.
paid his taxes in a while.
So my
Will,
question is,
do you
would
have a copy of your tax record?
Honor tickets if that counts.
I burn those at the end of the day, so we actually don't. Um,
What?
anyways, my question, my question
Based government?
is fuck. Uh, what we're gonna make a new player kit, like an official new player kit. Would you, as sori-dijan, be all right handing those out after we make a bunch of them?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that was it.
Oh.
Could
And
I moderate this then?
not
I don't
only
care.
would I hand them those player kits,
Sure. I mean, you have
but
the role.
I would
Eric,
also hand them a piece of my heart because my heart goes out to them.
Guys, you know what I'll
Eric,
do?
check.
I'll build a wall. I'll build a wall. It's gonna be such a good wall, and you know what that wall's gonna do? It's gonna keep out the Valera Jaegers. We're gonna build a wall, and it's just gonna be to keep out the White Menace. We're gonna build a wall.
Oh.
The wall's gonna be great. It's gonna be the biggest wall you've ever seen, and it's just gonna be
Aussie,
keeping out
stop
the
it.
White. I don't like
Eric,
violence.
Yeah.
did you see the DM I sent to you?
Yeah.
You're not going to include that?
Guys, can I say something?
Patsy
I'm
Jenkins.
also gonna run for Sori-dijan. Wow,
Okay.
shocking.
What
My
is
entire
Sori-dijan?
goal of Sori-gorgon, yeah. I'm just gonna kick puppies.
It's
Yeah.
like
Hey, Air.
yeah.
So this role whole like has a major thing in like the events we do as a town, right?
As a
As like
country, yeah.
yeah. Sorry, I meant as a country. I I have a question. What like new events is each person trying to bring? Because we already have like sumo, arena, and all that, but like I'm kind of interested on like is there a new thing? Is there like a
Ooh, I like that.
gambling event? Like is there a
Okay,
specific
so
event that we're trying to add?
you're about to,
Sure,
you
great
can't see
question.
this, but I've just stood up and I'm about to walk around my room waving my hands around like a crazy retard. Pretty much, my plan. We're gonna build fight pits in every single town in Azuma. We're gonna have a massive casino, biggest casino you've ever seen. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna have an MMA Azumic competition where we have a blood sport where the people beat each other to death with their fists and we gamble on it. 5% of that gambling goes to the town that hosted it. That money is then reinvigorated back into the town, as well as the money from the gambling. The gambling events will be open to the whole world. We'll have a obviously fight pit event. We'll have more lantern festivals at more accessible times. Uh, I want to do horse races. I want to do sports betting. Um, I want to organize more events. So, like, say, like Halloween, Christmas, we can do like our own cool custom law things there, just to make the nation more active. Because more events, people are going to go on and they're going to be like, hey, look at all these cool events. Let's do that. And I want to have a sun festival and a moon festival. The sun
So
festival's in the north, the moon festival's in the south. Think about it. And so that will be held at certain like times every month or every 2 months, and that'll be like a thing that goes for like say 2 or 3 days, and it's just a continuous festival with shops and gambling and all sorts of cool stuff. And we'll get custom items for custom things, and there'll be all sorts of cool knickknacks and stuff. I just did a backflip. Yippee! Anyway,
Hey, Ozzy, I
yeah.
have a question for you.
May
Can
I?
you elaborate on the horse races? Will they be
Uh,
horse races in the status that they'll be rally type races? Will they be horse races in the style they'll be like oval track races like the Indy 500?
I'm gonna build a big ass track, and I'm gonna give people horses, and then they're gonna
No.
race.
Which type of track is it gonna be? Like
I don't
F1
know,
style
probably
track?
both.
What do you mean, bro?
He's
I'm gonna
asking if
build
it's
more
going to
than one
be a
track.
can I
Aussie, are you
answer the
going to introduce
question?
ice boat
hold
racing?
up.
Can I actually answer the question?
Yeah, well, go ahead.
Give
Uh,
Will the
But,
goat time to speak.
by the way, everybody, the poll closed.
Cat,
just so you
shut
know.
up.
Oh my god.
Oh, I didn't realize
All
I
right,
was
well,
unmuted.
Lord.
Will the goat. Your turn to speak.
Yeah, so I do hope to actually have more events. One event that I think was actually pretty much a success is the one we're in right now, which was completely thought of by me and some others. I had some help by my city mates, town mates, Zaringio and Luco. Thank you to you too. But another event I want to hold here was a talent show with the potential of giving away things like a mending book. I want to hold the reopening festival for Shinjuku once we have everything finished up. But nationally, I think one issue we have in this country is that we don't have a religious or real strong national identity. And so, what I hope to do is that we can have people like Plabulus, who works in this town, who writes scripts, writes books, I hope he can write more lore for this town so that way we can celebrate more for our natural like national identity.
Uh, so, just to like make sure I get this fully clear, will the events wants to focus more on like the RP and lore focus of us, while events more like just fun events that anyone can do.
Yeah, like obviously there'll still be RP and lore stuff, but I don't want it to be like, oh, you sit around for like 20 minutes while we do a battle reenactment
Yeah.
and not getting to do anything, you know?
Okay, I get you.
But I would like to also say, Aussie did bring up a good idea with the horse races. I actually thought this as well. But the only issue is that a maxed out horse versus a maxed out horse. How do we really get a winner out of that? They
Well,
run at the same speed. So,
people bring
well,
their own
oh,
horses, so then they gamble upon, like, so then people, it also sets up a whole horse breeding industry within Azuma, because people want to buy the best horse they can. So we'll have,
We
like,
could
a whole,
also
Uh,
we could also do.
actually,
I think this is getting a little off track, but what we could do is have like an obstacle course for the horses,
I was
so
about to
that
say
the
that.
riders
Yeah.
have to like. So it's not just like whose horse is the fastest; it's who's the best at riding their horse.
Right. And also,
Exactly. I was about
even
to.
if it is just an oval track, people make mistakes, and people like they shake their mouse or they accidentally don't press W. So people are often going to just make mistakes. And also, the fun part is maybe the underdog could win just by secretly having like health potions or speed potions that they could go faster with, like as like
I don't
drugs and
think we should be
steroids.
feeding the horse steroids.
But
Yeah, I
Okay.
Alright.
think
sure.
steroids is a bad idea.
Alright,
Well,
next.
Dominic, you set something up like that already, hadn't you? We did have horse betting, right?
Horse petting.
Betting? We've done this, I think.
Have we?
There was an event. Yeah.
Okay.
It was a few weeks ago, right?
I don't.
How
I
how
don't
so
remember.
how
Robotic.
my bad.
I don't.
How
We made a
often
track,
Would horse
but
races allowed to be have like corporate sponsors?
Yeah,
absolutely.
so
That'd
that
be
was
up to
another
the
thing
event
with my
organizers.
so with everything I'm going to be doing in Sunport, right? Part of my thing was I was going to organize it so that people can have like sponsors in like because I'm going to have arena fights, and then I was thinking I could publish those arena fights on YouTube, and then I could have people sponsoring the arena fights like different like sponsored teams and everything from all over the world, and then obviously YouTube video people want to be in a YouTube video. Lots of people come to see the events. So there's sponsored teams, which people will pay for to sponsor the teams. So that money will also either go to the teams of a town, and then like we can have all sorts of cool like sponsors and stuff. So you can, yeah. Sorry.
I mean, yeah, I
oh
feel
English
like
is your first
sponsorships.
language, surprisingly.
Pardon?
I think sponsorships would be a great idea to have at these events. I think that
Okay.
that's the way to have grow local businesses.
Okay.
Sign up for a sponsorship. I have a tavern I want to bankroll this
I mean,
with.
they're
Uh,
not built yet. Yeah, like you'd have to build them first, then get the sponsor.
Who wants to be
Okay,
sponsored by me?
you're getting stopped by your personal beliefs. We need to act now.
what is he talking? I'm so confused.
Pay me
What?
Your
five
personal
Minecraft
beliefs?
dollars. Pay me five
I've
Minecraft dollars. I rename the nation Discord.
I have known Hills for a very long time, and I can barely understand him most of the time. Hey, what's your Aeropanda?
Yeah.
Are you on this? You're not on the server. How am I meant to pay you?
Uh, my Minecraft is fucking up, so you can't. When I get back online, though.
Error.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you to rename it
I
to something
sent
really
I
funny.
sent you a different DM. Can you tell them it?
Hey, Error.
Yeah.
If
think
I
ours
give
is
you,
iFly Planes,
I give
unfortunately, the
you,
sori-dijan does not do economic stuff, so I'm not gonna ask that.
Oh yeah, you're right. My
Hey,
bad.
hey.
Error,
So
if
how
I give
often?
you
My
5
bad.
crisp 20s, that's 5 crisp 20s. Think about it. Will you
that's
ban half the
$100.
people from this server?
For $100, yes.
What?
I know your
Well,
hours, bro. Jesus.
Is this real money or Minecraft money?
Real money.
I would probably temporarily ban someone for $100.
I'll pay you
This is
150 Canadian to ban Aussie for permanently.
I will DoorDash you McDonald's.
Oh, that's tempting.
I work.
Oh man.
I will send you a pewter candle making set from the 1740s. to
Ooh,
ban
that's
Aussie.
Wait,
really
that's actually a
Okay.
cute.
fire gift.
I will
Okay.
also
Okay,
I will also throw in one flag of Nova Scotia.
that's
Okay.
Aussie. You might have to
Uh,
invest in an alt account.
I already have
All right.
multiple.
All right. Let's get back to the
so
debating.
I have one more question. How
Yeah.
often do you guys plan on hosting these events? Like, are we talking bi-weekly? Are we talking like once a month?
As often as I can without people getting bored of them. Because like if you host events too much, they become not a special thing anymore, so nobody shows up. So
So, are
obviously
you
for that,
thinking like once a week
I mean,
or less
yeah,
than
if
that?
as I said, as much as I can. So yeah, probably if people don't get bored of it, I'll do it once a week if that's what people want. My main concern with hosting that many events is if you host an event every week, the events become not special anymore, and then people don't show up.
Okay.
I,
Well,
I think that
I would say
defeats
two
the
to three times a
purpose
month.
of an event, though. Like some events are recursive. Some events are made to be done every week. Like if you just have like a weekly Saturday community night, like where everybody jumps on and they work on a specific project or a specific town, that those things are quite effective. Because yes, some events should be special, like big events like races or stuff. Sure, it brings a large amount of people in, but you also need something which will keep the more regular players engaged and will act as a way of keeping the community going together. Because if you don't have those regular events, no matter how mundane you might think they might be, they actually serve a greater purpose there.
I'm sorry. I was listening to you, but gift. Where the fuck are we?
Doesn't even know
Spawn.
where he is in his own nation.
This is a meteor. What do you mean spawn?
This is spawn, or the spawn thing. Spawn, look, down there in spawn.
How'd you get up here?
You
Oh,
just
you.
walk.
Oh, okay. I've never been up here. That's why.
well,
I'm sorry.
well.
Yeah.
Guys,
So
come here.
how?
At spawn, the volcano, you know the volcano? There's a bunch of chickens at the top of it, and I don't know why.
Sacrifice them.
No.
I
Hey,
can't. You
listen.
So
can't hit them.
well, how often do you plan on having hosting events?
I honestly would prefer if they were 2 to 3 times a week. That way, it makes sure that everybody can clear out their schedule, know which day. If we host them like multiple times a week, people are going to start missing events, and we
So
want the best outcome as possible.
when you're saying 2 to 3 times a week, are you saying like big events, or are you saying just like small little like get together type events?
It would be a variety, of course. I mean, we can't host like 3 big events a month. So I would prefer if it was split up. Like this week we did a small event. Next week we'll do something pretty big, and then if we do 3 that month, we'll be like, okay, we'll host some like medium size. Like let's say we did a movie night or movie for some people. Like that would be
Wait,
nice.
did you mean to say 2 to 3 times a week?
A
Because
month.
you said okay months. Okay, originally you said a week.
Oh, I thought I said 2 to 3 times a month. Sorry.
No, you're stumbling over your words, aren't you? No, you're still scared about your taxes. The IRS will find you.
You're right. I fold.
Also, who would I go about to open up a franchise of a tavern?
Me.
Oi, lad, so I have a beautiful tavern right in the middle of the heart of Albion, and I wanna take my business to your nation.
Well, I already
Well,
own 2 taverns. I assume you were looking for someone to franchise your
Wait,
tavern.
Gif, you own 2 taverns?
Yeah.
No. What I'm saying is that I want to open up in a location of my brand of taverns and the nation you belong to.
Well, all the nations that I belong to, that want a tavern already have a tavern either that
No. Mine are better.
than mine. I'm certainly not going to refer you to the leaders of my nation if you're going to try to outsell me. I don't know what the
No,
point of
that's
your
cool.
talking to me is.
No. Don't think it's outselling. Think of it like as
No,
competition.
no, I do think of it as outselling. If you were willing to cut me some of the profits, I might think about it.
If I take drugs, huh?
If you're willing to cut me some of the profits.
What are you, the mafia of owning taverns? What? No,
I
this
mean,
is
I own more taverns than you do. I should be the one that's franchising you, not the other way around.
this is extortion.
It's good business practice, is what it is.
Okay, hear me out.
Why are we talking about this?
Because Will
It's
and
fun.
Aussie aren't talking about the
Because
sori-dijan
we
thing
ha-
right now. I don't know.
because no one has asked a question yet.
Okay, what's your
Well,
stance on gooning?
It's
I
the
would.
Q&A part.
It's the, like,
Yeah, but it
yeah,
wasn't about this.
Hills, stay on track, bro.
I have a question.
Yeah,
Well,
sure.
Ozzy, what's your stance on gooning?
It's
All
the
right.
best.
Please stop.
All right, shut up.
All right,
Off
Cassie,
topic.
you're
We're off topic.
Okay, if
Every
No.
single day.
So I have a serious question.
Is it actually serious?
It is.
All right.
How will the starty sergeant make enough, like, be able to get capital for like people to actually participate in these like races, like have capital for them to have like prizes? Because is there any way of income for the story sergeant to be able to use like the money
They
capital
use
for
their
this?
own income.
Oh, that's a terrible idea. That's they're getting fucked over twice. What? Why would anyone agree to that?
Well,
Because
like,
you're doing it for the
They
nation, not
don't
for
pay
yourself.
taxes though. Sori-dijan does not pay taxes.
But
And
how are
also,
they gonna get money? They're gonna go broke.
you're doing it for yourself, not the nation. I mean, you're doing it for the nation, not yourself, bro. Like, that's you
that's a
couldn't just use it.
misspeak.
Whoa.
yeah,
You just use your own money because that's what you got to do
Well,
to
I
help the
mean, I'm
nation.
gonna give you the Sori-dijan some money. No
Can I have some
problem.
money too? Can I have some money too?
Well,
What's
I
your
just
Minecraft
use my own
username?
money.
That's even part of
No.
this nation.
I'm important too.
Error, if I pay you, will you rename the Discord server? You're not even in the game yet. How am I meant to pay you?
My Minecraft's fucking up.
Oh shit. Not this one.
I don't think
It's
Minecraft to
Discord
stop
all
being
over
so
again.
retarded.
Will alcohol be present at these like events?
Obviously.
Yes.
I will sell it. Yes.
I'm
For
selling
3
it. No,
times the price.
I'm selling it.
I think healthy
At
Okay.
events,
competition.
I usually just give out alcohol for free.
No.
Yeah, I know, right?
This. I will pay you to be able to sell alcohol, and whatever profits I make from it, I'll give you all the profits to use as a price.
Okay. If there's no other questions, we can end the debate.
No. This
No,
is how
no.
this works.
Hold up. Wait, I do have a question. Well, not so much as a question, more of it's like if we're gonna have races, wouldn't it be best to like have a buy-in for it to like have a pot that people could win.
Actually, yeah, that is a good idea.
Like
that someone's
if
mic?
we can't understand you because of your accent.
You're Nova Scotia.
Do I need a different accent have here?
Yes.
That would be amazing.
Alright, that's the time to go to bed. I have a really accent. I have it.
He's not even speaking
I,
the.
I don't even think he's speaking English anymore at this point.
I hate it off you, you bastard, you hear?
It's
I
the
had all
purest
bastard.
form of
bloody
English.
bastard. Yeah.
I
Will
heard
and
that he
Freedom
was
Hammerhead,
a
of
bloody
Will and
bastard.
Hammerhead, come race to the top of the mountain.
Bro, no,
Actually,
we are currently in a debate.
No,
I
this
have a
is debate
question.
between two tavern owners. Okay.
Okay. Okay, hold up. I agree we can have this debate. Can we please finish up the first debate? Then we can go hog wild into the tavern debate.
No, I'm.
I have
Nova
a
Scotia
question
man, shut
for
up.
I have a question for the debatees.
Yeah.
Which debatees?
Because there's been a lot of talk about external stuff. There's been a lot of talk about taverns. There's been a lot of talk about events and stuff like that. But like, how do you guys see yourself going about communicating government things to the people?
Same way I already do, interacting with them in announcements.
Right. So what I want to do to start off is one of my major things I started this debate with was sending out another census to not only again tell how many people are now in the nation, but I also want to figure out what was wrong with that near 20% of people that were in the neutral or disapproved of our government. I want to then speak with most of the people of this town, and I want to hear from themselves. I want to check in with people. I want to make sure that if they aren't in need of anything, that they have what they are desperately in need of.
They need more tavern.
Okay.
To be
But I
fair,
also want to
alcohol
speak
fixes all your
to
problems. Sun Tzu.
but I also want to speak to the daimyo too, to make sure that even they have good communication with their people.
This is
Alcohol and
your
gaming fixes all your problems to me.
Can we go to the
I
more important debate right now?
No,
In a sec. In a
no.
sec.
I do have a question though. If I once I stop laughing,
Can you not make it
we.
about something stupid, please?
I won't. I won't. Okay.
If it's
Now, will you
stupid,
guys?
ban him.
Okay. Okay. Will you guys? Hold on. Let me stop laughing first. Will you guys
You can run
implement?
away from Florida, but you can't take Florida away from Mon.
Bro.
Ask the question.
Please just let him ask
Okay.
questions.
Will you guys implement ice boat racing?
I will.
I mean, we
Sure.
do have a big mountain.
Sure.
Awesome. I'm now split now. Still split. This did not help me in the slightest.
Catsy, I'll give you $1 to vote for me.
Real life or in game?
No, I'll just like slash pay you $1. Think about it.
Bet.
That's
I
I'm
slash
kidding.
what he's offering you.
Ozzy.
Oh
I
yeah.
will
Ozzy.
send every single person that votes for me to get to be able to own land within the nation $2 Canadian by mile.
What will that do for me in America?
That's I'm not trying to be that guy. Not Ozzy. Will has bankrolled you this entire game, dude.
Yeah, I know. I already know my vote.
No. I'm more important. I will become your new trivia guy.
No. I'm better. I'm better. No, I'm better. Shut up. I'm
All right,
better.
this debate is over because I think it's going nowhere now.
Mate,
I think we found a good stopping point.
No, I'm better.
Let chaos reign. What is what I say
Wait,
for tonight.
can
Is that debate over?
Yeah.
Listen,